talk basketball, when we talk about the NBA, obviously we always in this, it seems like the easiest go-to topics nowadays and the low-hanging fruit is the GOAT debate, right? And I think that when we talk about that, we talk about basketball, whether you're in the Wax Museum or whether you're rocking today, most people have Michael Jordan as the GOAT, right? That number is slowly but surely shrinking as LeBron continues to play and stack up numbers and accolades, right? So respect due for that. But most people still have Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. And kind of the thing that gets me is when you have people maybe who played against him or who witnessed him live or who covered him, you know, people who are old enough to know, who say wild things, right? And before we even get into it, Sneed, when you think about Michael Jordan as a player, because you're old enough to have remembered, I remember you saying last week.
I watched him and I saw him.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Yes, you did, Sneed. Yes, you did. So, I mean, you were one of those who was blessed enough to actually see Michael Jordan live, which is crazy. I never saw him live. I watched so many of his games on TV. You saw him live. Like, what was that like, not only in terms of just, you know, being able to watch him, but like what he could do on the basketball court? Tell us a little bit about what you remember and about that.
I remember watching him play and thinking every shot was going to go in. Every time he shot the ball, I thought the ball was going to go in.
Yeah.
No matter how good the defense was, because he did it all the time.
Right.
You know, you could have really good defense, the ball's going in. I mean, I saw certain players give him a hard time. I saw certain players play him better than others. I saw him have bad nights too.
Sure.
I saw him go cold from the field. I remember one game I watched him go 4 of 18 on all mid-range. You know, and I'm thinking to myself, damn, how did Jordan had a bad game? And I remember my dad teaching me, son, sometimes you're going to shoot the ball poorly.
Right.
And you just have to get ready to play the next game, you know? And I think the next game, MJ had like 45 or 46 points, you know?
Yeah. The crazy thing about him, sorry to interrupt you, were the bounce back games after those poor shooting games. That's the crazy thing. And that was always like wild to me.
Yeah. I mean, I saw him in the first three-peat, and I saw him also in the second three-peat. He was a different player.
Right.
He was very different, stylistically different, demeanor a little bit different. The intensity to win was still there. That wasn't different. It was just kind of like the way he played the game a little bit. Actually, you know, his 96 and 97 were different. I thought in 1997, he looked better than in 96.
That's interesting.
You know, that's when I saw him play. Yeah. I remember him being a dream crusher.
Yeah.
People had hopes and dreams to win championships, but when he was there and he was, when he was in full strength, he was just doing all the winning. Yeah. And that's where his aura comes from.
Yeah.
It's the fact that, you know, like this guy showed up to play. He took pride in being a dream shatterer.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, like, if anything, if I had to compare him to a Marvel character, he's Thanos. You know, he wanted to snap his fingers and just crush everything. You know what I mean? He had a thing that he wanted to accomplish and had to see it through. You know, but I saw all of his bad things too, and I knew all the bad things. I never liked him. I still don't like Michael Jordan.
The Cleveland guy, I get it.
He's not likable, bro. He's not a likable person. Like, he's probably more likable now. I could tell, like, philanthropically, you know, all these things. Like, he's never been a bragger. Like, there's good things about him, but like, dude, he was hard to deal with. You could tell. You know, his style was not for everybody. His personality was not for everybody. He was probably more competitive for all, like, in the wrong things, like, that didn't matter. You know, but that was his personality. He was quite abrasive to some people. There's no such thing as a perfect player, Bruce. But like, when it came to playing hoops and the round ball, I put him in an elite group of guys that were so unique, two sides of the ball.
Yeah.
I think of players like Wilt Chamberlain, who were special, like just different than everybody else at the time. Him, I think about Larry Bird. I think of him that way. I think of Magic that way. I saw those guys play. They were different. They were very different. You guys today have that thing that makes them different. It's just a couple of guys, right? And that's true of any generation. There's only
Yeah.
a couple of guys, unique guys in each generation of player. MJ had that stuff. He had the things that made him special.
Mm. No, that's a great synopsis, Sneed, and that kind of takes us into it. All of those things are the things that, to your point, made him special and made him different. Obviously, like the maniacal level of competitiveness, like bordering on psychosis, on everything that he did. Like he literally just was like insane. But what I will respect is that, and he said this in The Last Dance, he never asked anything of a teammate he wouldn't do himself.
That's
So he wasn't
leadership. That's actually leadership. So a lot of people say he wasn't a good leader. They don't like his style. That's actually leadership quality. He can't see. You can't tell somebody, "I need you to do this, that, and the third," and then I'm just hanging out.
Right.
That doesn't work.
He might have been a dick. He might have been, like you said, abrasive, but he was always going to lead from the front. And to me, like, especially as someone who, served in the military, like that leading from the front, that's a very real thing. And,
it gets credibility.
Yeah.
It gets equity. Guys will go through a wall for you if they really believe in what you're doing and what you see, is the vision.
Yeah. And it's not, oh, if you don't do what I say, I'm going to get you traded. Nah, it's lead with me and we will win. Like, lead with me, put the work in with me, and we will win.
The most important thing, Bruce, everything we're talking about right now is second, third, fourth level. We always look past the basic and the fundamental because he mastered it first. See, we don't have to talk about handles and dribbling, and
we're definitely going to get there. Yeah.
See, we don't have to do that because that's been established. That was from hours and hours and hours of dedication to mastering the craft. You don't question those things because why? He mastered them. He was the highest order when he played. Right? We're going to talk about contemporaries in this conversation. You have to.
Sure.
Who was he relative to his contemporaries? He was the Grim Reaper. Everybody says the same thing. Death is coming. Like, everybody knew it was going to be awful, having to deal with him. So, like, because everything about him was prepared. Everything about him was ready.
For sure.
Charles Barkley was an elite player. He couldn't cross the street while Jordan was in the league.
Yeah, not that. No.
Hakeem wasn't winning while Jordan was in the league.
Correct.
Patrick Ewing wasn't winning while Jordan was, like, these great players.
A lot of dudes got stopped in their tracks because of. And
this was that example I gave you about Cormier versus Jones. Cormier keeps losing to John Jones because Cormier is in the UFC while John Jones is in the UFC.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he would have been the best, like, heavyweight to that point. So
yeah, sometimes the timing is just off.
But we can get technical with it. We could talk about his 40-point games. We could talk about his 50-point games. We could talk about his actual skills. We could do that too. But it's beyond that.
Right. No doubt. So where we're going with all of this is that another NBA Hall of Famer, one of my favorite players, the truth, Paul Pierce, all-time Celtic great, and again, Hall of Famer, one of the top 10, I'd say, small forwards who ever played, is a guy who has had a lot of interesting things to say since he's been retired and gotten into the media space. And some of the things he says, I think he understands the media game. I do, because I don't believe he's that dumb with some of the things that he says. Jay Santana 319 was good. Yeah, we both agree with you. We miss how aggressive the NBA was as well. Make sure you like and subscribe, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, so Paul Pierce says a lot of interesting things, and this is kind of what stoked my interest in this topic. Is recently he was on a podcast with Danny Green, and I don't know who the other guy was, but he was on a podcast with Danny Green, and he said something that blew me away, and I'm like, oh no, we gotta talk about this. So here's the clip, and we will go from there. We'll come back and we'll break it down.
So Jordan had no bag?
I didn't say no bag. I just don't think
Kobe
he
and Jordan aren't bag guys.
1-2 dribble pull-ups.
Kobe had
no bag.
Kobe had unbelievable footwork too, like different.
Like what's all right? What do we define as a bag? First of all, just handles to the shot.
I think to me,
like wow, then get
not
it
just
off.
handles, but you have a plethora of moves in your bag.
Yeah. The defense does this.
They
I
don't
cannot
know.
go to this.
You're not predictable.
Yes.
All right, so let's stop here. So first and foremost, right? What is this obsession lately with bag, right? Like everybody back in the day, everybody wanted to have skills. And believe it or not, people really did skill work back then, right? But it was different. Like if you watch, there was an episode of what is it, Mark Jackson's podcast that he does with his son. This was sometime last year, and Kenny Anderson was on there. And Kenny Anderson was talking about, you see these guys today doing all this dribbling and stuff, and shout outs to them. You think that me and Mark Jackson and God Shamgar and all these guys, you think Tim Hardaway, we couldn't do all that? But one, the way the defense was played, with the hand checking and all that. And two, our coaches did not allow us to do that. But if we go to the park, we go out to Rucker, you will see us doing all of that, right? So this weird obsession nowadays with bag, I think is very strange. It almost leads to inefficiency. Go ahead, Snead.
The refs actually called violations for traveling and double dribbles and bad footwork. And see what they call like 2.5 steps, 3 steps. Those were called infractions. Those were called violations. They resulted in turnovers, and players were taken out of games for excessive travels when they took 2.5 steps.
Mm-hmm.
Like that. Like remember the LeBron crab dribble conspiracy back in like the 2000s?
Yeah.
Like eventually the NBA just conceded. They're just like, all right, they're gonna do this, so stop calling it. It's disrupting the flow of the game. So
the first time I remember a Euro step being done in the NBA that I can recollect, David Robinson, he played on the Olympic team in '88 in Seoul. I think they came home with a bronze, which is what eventually led to the formation of the Dream Team and us sending our pros going forward. But he came back obviously from international play, and he did the Euro step in an NBA game and got called for a travel, and it really wasn't because he did it 1-2 layup, right? And he got called for it, and it actually was a bad call. But the point is, back then, Ken, right? This is definitely live. Back then, the officials were very strict on what was traveling, what was palming, what was, now that back then there was no gather step. They actually put that into the rule, which, that's another thing I've talked about, gives guys another added advantage. They don't call the carries now. They don't call the travels and so on and so forth. But so this bag thing is really kind of weird to me, but let's continue with the clip from the podcast.
Real quick, Bruce, before you hit play, Paul Pierce just questioned a 2 dribble pull up.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell's wrong with not having to dribble it 1,000 times?
I don't know. And
that shit is crazy to me.
Yeah, we'll definitely get there. But yeah, that is efficiency, right? Getting to what you got to do with the least amount of work possible. Not necessarily just people have this mindset efficiency is just field goal percentage. No, it's not just that. It's getting to things quickly and without play. Like
field goal percentage is a function of how close the defender is to you and how close you are to the hoop.
Generally, yeah. Like let's look at this, right? Tim Hardaway is from Chicago, right? Grew up playing on the blacktop, inner city guy. So he's got all the trick handles and he can do all that, right?
Some of the best handles ever in league history.
That's right. But when you saw him in the game, what did he do? Come down, boom, boom, 1-2, go, right? U-step, 2-step.
And guys were out of the picture.
Yes.
They were out of frame.
That's right.
Some of the best defenders were out of frame.
But think about it. The coaches were coaching back then, don't play with the ball because these defenders, 1, will take it from you. 2, that takes up time in the shot clock. Why are you playing with the ball? Make your move and go, right? So all this bag stuff is like really unnecessary in most cases. But let's get back to the clip.
You have multiple answers to the test.
You have counters.
To me, that's a bag.
I think they had the capability, but they didn't have to counter because Mike was
1-2 dribble pull-ups.
You're not stopping him to get to a spot, and he's athletic enough to jump and shoot over you.
Y'all agree
give you a shoulder bump.
Say Mike had a limited bag.
Mike had limited bag.
I don't agree. I just don't think he had to use his bag.
You guys are crazy,
he didn't need to do all that fancy shit.
Exactly, Paul Pierce. So he didn't need to do all that. Doesn't mean he couldn't, because we can go back. First of all, that same limited bag, Paul Pierce couldn't guard Michael Jordan. Remember, Paul Pierce was a rookie when Michael Jordan was finishing up the second three-peat. And Paul Pierce was like getting into his prime as an elite NBA player at the small forward position when Michael Jordan was in Washington. And I watched like a highlight package earlier tonight. I would have cut it and showed it here, but the resolution wasn't quite great. But a highlight package. This is Jordan, Wizards Michael Jordan, playing against Boston Celtics Paul Pierce. So this is 02. and Paul Pierce had like 16 and Mike gave him 32. And he was like primary defender, and Mike was okay, 1-2 dribble, bang, got you, right? And even still, we can go back and watch highlights of Michael Jordan doing the fancy dribbles. We can watch highlights of Michael Jordan in the post, up fake, up and under, step through. Like, he had all of that stuff. He just didn't normally need that. So, but let's continue.
He was right to the business. Bro, like, you know what I'm saying?
Like, Shea got more of a bag though. But Shea usually gets to his, he can get to his spot.
Bro,
but Mike had a bag but didn't have to use it.
So impeccable.
Kobe's footwork, I think, was better. I think Mike
Kobe had better footwork than Mike.
I think Kobe.
Oh no, I don't think so. I don't think so. I rewatched.
I think it's just that in advance. Like, Kobe had to. He had to play against better. You know what I'm saying? Like, Mike didn't have to do as much as pivot, left hand off the backboard.
You doing the Mike played against mechanics thing right now?
I'm not saying Kobe's a better player. I'm just saying footwork wise, I think Kobe had to evolve his footwork because he's playing against better talent. Like,
Mike had limited bag, dog.
Did Paul Pierce have a bag? Because to me, like, what is this guy's game besides a bag?
I think they had the capability. Like,
so many moves to get by guys.
Mike had a bag. He didn't have to use it. Kobe had a bag. He used it a little more than Mike. I think he was capable of using different moves. He didn't have to. Like bigger guards use a bump. They know how to get to their spot.
So let me say this. With the Kobe and Mike thing, right? Kobe's footwork was absolutely insane. Mike's footwork was insane too. I think maybe the difference is that Kobe didn't have quite the level of explosive athleticism that Michael Jordan had in terms of being able to blow by you left hand, right hand, whichever, get you off balance and go, right? And that was part of what made it look so easy for Michael Jordan. And then again, we heard Kenny Smith, who played with Michael Jordan in college, say Michael Jordan is the most fundamentally sound player we've ever seen. Like, so you combine that with the freak level athleticism, you know, the 45-inch vert and the 4.3 40 time, and, you know, the explosiveness off the dribble and the gigantic freak hands like Kawhi Leonard. Like, what do you do there with that? You know what I'm saying? So maybe he didn't need to do all that stuff, but he could.
But it's not do all that. But it's not true. He did everything all the time.
Oh, for sure.
I remember. This is all in the same game. You would watch a full game from Michael. He would start with very slow, methodical, face to the basket. Defender is locked in, and he would fake one side, go to the other, and he would get an unchallenged layup or dunk. Now the guy's got to play closer because he just blew by him because he gave him too much space. He bit on the fix, so now he gets closer. Now MJ, what does he do? He takes him into the post. He can pass out of a double team.
Yeah.
MJ could score off of a spin move. You saw what he did. That was nasty in New York.
Oh, for sure.
That's against the best defense in the NBA. What do you mean there's no bag? The things that people say, bro, because they're so bored and need to just say something.
Yeah.
Bro, this is all can be verified.
Yeah.
The film is there. Just watch a full game. He had a mid-range jump shot. He had several moves out of the post. Either side didn't matter. I saw him use the backboard. Both sides did not matter. I saw MJ making free throws with his eyes closed.
Right.
I saw MJ making passes out of the triangle. I saw him making passes as a point guard. See, people don't want to talk about pre-1990 Jordan.
We don't.
When he was running the point. See, they don't want to talk about that when he was averaging 8, 9, 10 assists a game. They don't want to talk about that, bro.
No, why would they?
Yeah. So, but like the bag was immense. Kobe's bag was immense too. Kobe's footwork may have been slightly better, but let me ask you something, Bruce. Could you see the difference between a 98 and a 97 bag if that was the rating system? Could you tell the difference between a 98 and a 97?
It's tough.
See, this is what we're talking about, nuance. See, we're making subjective statements about a bag when we can't even define what it is.
Right.
So in my perspective, have not, want not, Michael Jordan had no weakness that you could go into a game and say, I'm exploiting this today.
Yeah.
That didn't happen.
Yeah. Well, like I said, my frustration is that who it's coming from. Like, this is Paul Pierce. You defended Michael Jordan. You defended Michael Jordan at the back.
They're liars. They're liars. They're saying anything. This is all for buzz and clicks.
It is.
They literally don't mean what they're saying. They don't even know what they're saying. They're just saying it because the shit sounds good to them. Like you heard what D Wade said last week. We don't even know what he was talking about. He's just saying anything. Or anybody who objectively watches the game can say, okay, I'm going to write down 20 things about Michael's game today. Just pick any game. Write down the 20 things that you see, and you're going to say, all this is high level.
For sure. For sure. Yeah, that's
they're liars. They're liars.
You know, it's disturbing. I was talking with Man Down Mel earlier in the week. Like, these people, like, I think it was a Nick Wright quote maybe, and I was like, these people say these things knowing that it's easily fact-checked. Why? Like, they will literally go on national TV knowing this stuff they say is easily fact-checked. That's kind of sad to me, but yes, it is.
And people say that LeBron has no bag. I hear people say that too. Go back and watch LeBron from 2016 to 2018 and tell me LeBron didn't have a bag. You will be eating your words.
So I don't think it's a function of LeBron has no bag. I think it's a function of LeBron's quote unquote bag in comparison.
No, people say he has no bag. You're talking, what you're saying is objectively factual. People say he has no bag, which is objectively false. 2018 Bron, bro, that offensive version of LeBron had the deepest bag in the league. Actually, 28, like, what are you going to say? Kevin Durant, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's him or Durant in 2018. That's it.
Those were the two. His chip. When he was
the following year.
Toronto, he was real serious too. Real serious. But I hear you.
But then we found out the truth about Kawhi, didn't we? Right? Yeah, we found out. We thought it could have been, but then we found out the truth.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and let's take two calls on this. Let's open up the phone lines, man. Let's talk to the people. It's been too long. 904-219-8264. Oh, here we go.
I don't understand how a guy could score as good as they did. LeBron in 2018, MJ during his prime. You pick the year. Kobe, like, you're sitting there trying to say things like no bag or less of a bag, or what the hell are we watching? Melo didn't have this. Like, people say things and you can't say with factual, objective truth. You can't prove you're right. It's wrong. These statements are wrong.
Yeah. Young Disciple, what up, man? Glad you're here, bro. I would say 2018 LeBron's playoff run was crazy. Yes. I would say my argument to that would be either 94 or 95 Hakeem, I think, were two comparable playoff runs.
Yeah.
Young Disciple, what's going on, brother? How are you?
Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, Brody? You good?
Yeah, man, we good, man. Sorry I ain't been around, man. My internet was out all weekend. I just got it fixed today.
Yeah, bro. I gotta call you to the carpet with this, bro. Like,
yeah.
Because, bro, you remember your feelings, bro, when you produced the show saying LeBron didn't have a bag?
I think, yes, I know the show you're talking about. I think it was more so. I was referring to. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, I ain't saying nothing.
Oh, okay. No, I said for me, the bag thing is more so in reference to the other all-time great scorers. Not that he has no bag at all. But correct me. If I said he has none, then I stand corrected, and I was wrong.
No. I'm saying what you saying about MJ, though. You basically saying the same thing that I was saying that same day when I was saying LeBron produces more than players with bags. Like,
okay, I got you.
Like, me and Sneed, we don't see eye to eye on a lot of things, but he was just cooking you, bro. And you tried to ignore it when he talking about 2018 LeBron, bro.
I don't think we were arguing or debating anything.
You don't got to be arguing to get cooked, bro.
Oh, okay.
We know that, bro. I'm saying we don't have to be yelling or none of that, nigga, to get cooked. You trying to say LeBron bag in comparison to other all-time great scorers.
Yeah.
But Yeah, but what I'm saying is that what bag doesn't equate to production.
Agreed. I don't think I ever argued with you on that.
So how important is the bag then?
Very.
So it's very important, right?
Okay, so I think
it's very important.
So, young disciple, I think there's two different things, right?
Okay, hold on, let me ask y'all one question.
Sure.
Okay, wait. So who would y'all say had the deeper bag, Shaq or David Robinson?
Oh, D-Rob.
Okay, who's the fucking better player?
Shaq.
Who's the better player, or who had a better career?
Yeah,
but that's the same. Bro, that's the same. The better player, bro. Listen, my nigga. I don't think any of us nigga fit to participate in a draft, or we a GM. So what I'm saying is that your ranking, bro, goes off what you produce, nigga, your achievements. It don't go. Like, bro, we don't care about how your game looked.
I think, young disciple, we can look at that a couple of ways, but I do agree with Sneed that you can have a better career than somebody for multiple factors, but you might not be the better player. I think that's fair.
Hey, bro, that's a cop out, bro.
I mean, you can feel that way, but I don't.
No, because it is. Because how can you be a better player if you don't have a better career?
Where do you rank Jerry West as a player versus his actual career?
No, I mean, bro, I didn't see Jerry West.
I think he's probably the fourth or fifth best shooting guard ever.
But going off of his resume, I would have him at least like top 20.
Okay, so that's probably appropriate. He's one of the best players to ever play the game. The career doesn't necessarily match it, though. You get what I'm saying?
But Sneed, that's cool, Sneed. But what I'm saying is, I've been tuning into this channel for the longest. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And Jerry West is 1-9.
Right.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying.
I'm saying, bro. Bruce just said last week, bro. Nigga, his main criteria is finals records. That's what he said, bro.
Mm-hmm. No, I said that's part of the criteria. I think
no, bro. No,
I didn't say it's my main criteria.
Bro, come on, Bruce. Don't make me do this to you, Bruce.
Let me say that I don't recollect saying it's my main criteria. What I did say is that I have a very difficult time.
Bro, you said no matter what LeBron accomplished, bro. You said no matter what LeBron accomplished, bro, you can't look over the amount of times he lost.
Right. That doesn't mean that's my main criteria, but it is important.
Okay, so what we talking about with Jerry West then? Like I'm saying,
that's the point. That's the point we're making is what you're saying. Jerry West has a very important part about his career is the winning didn't match with how great of a player he was on the court. Right. Had he have won more, like let's say he won a couple more finals and a couple more, whatever league MVPs, then he's different.
Steve, y'all not gonna do that, Steve, because y'all don't give other people to look at that leisure.
Who don't I give that to? Who don't I give that to?
I mean, bro, with Steve, when I'm talking, I'm not really talking to you, like, because I don't have a lot of information on how you or what's your criteria. He know who I'm talking to, bro. Mm-hmm. Like we not gonna do that, bro. We're not gonna get nobody no soft landing, bro. Nigga, I'm saying nobody on earth will argue Jerry West is better than LeBron. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like I'm saying.
I think you're right. I don't think anybody's gonna make that argument.
Okay,
no.
Okay. So what I'm saying is that the way, that's what I'm saying, Bruce. That's why you be so inconsistent, bro. Because you just told me about the finals record. You said no matter what LeBron accomplished, because we were talking about resume. Hey, bro, you got Akeem Olajuwon over LeBron. Akeem Olajuwon got beat in the first round 8 times. I'm saying you had Larry Bird.
I do.
Larry Bird, which is come on, bro, which is shameful, bro. Like everybody know LeBron is the best small forward ever, bro. That ain't even close. Okay. That ain't even a conversation, bro.
Okay.
I know. Let me finish, bro. I got 1 minute, then I'm gonna let you go.
No. I'm gonna let you talk. I'm gonna let you talk. I'm just saying, like, this wasn't a LeBron topic, but go ahead.
Oh, it's not about it being a LeBron topic. See, that's what y'all always say. Y'all always go to that. But see, y'all talk about LeBron so much that the inconsistencies show up on LeBron topics. Like that's what it is. Like, I want y'all to stop saying the same thing, bro. It's not that it's a LeBron topic. It's that's when y'all bias nigga kicks in. That's when the inconsistencies kick in. You get what I'm saying? Because there's no way on earth, Bruce, that you can even say one Hey, bro, Bruce, I've been like every year you say one positive word about Jerry West. You hate losers, bro. What you telling me, Bruce? I'm saying if we going off the logic that you give, Jerry West is a serial loser, bro.
Yes, he is. And but I have said on this show, I don't talk about him often, but I have said on this show that the main reason that he is not regarded more highly is because of the losing.
He didn't have the wedding.
Everyone knows how great a player he was, but the losing drags him down. That's
but so I mean the level of greatness, right? Doesn't matter, bro, because he didn't get it done. You got to hope, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. You got that same criteria, the same way you judge LeBron, bro. Like I'm not gonna let y'all in this nigga solve like anybody else, bro. Like I just said, bro, you got a team over LeBron, and this man went home 8 times in the first round, bro.
I do.
How many times did LeBron go home on the first round?
LeBron didn't go home in the first round like year 18. You see what I'm saying?
He went home in the first round multiple times too. I don't know about 8 times. Probably not 8 times.
We talking about LeBron?
Yeah, LeBron did go home in the first round.
Steve, I want to have a good conversation with you, bro. I want to imagine that you know basketball, bro. So if I say that the man didn't lose in the first round of year 18, what are we talking about, bro?
Oh, you're talking about last year?
I'm saying year 18 is the first time LeBron ever lost in the first round.
But how many times did he lose in the first round? Because you said Hakeem lost 8 times.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So how many times did LeBron lose?
I'm telling you. Hold on, Bruce. If I'm telling you it didn't happen until year 18, what are we talking about, bro? Like you gonna really count something that happened in year 18 and year 23?
Well, we're trying to establish what he accomplished in his career, right? So you said Hakeem lost 8 times in the first round. So how many times did LeBron lose in the first round?
I think 3 times. 3 times.
Okay, so not as many as Hakeem. Okay, keep going.
Right.
And Hakeem was in his prime, bro.
Okay, so all right, we're not gonna make this into, because I do have a response for the Hakeem thing. I'm always prepared for that one, but we're not gonna.
Bro, I'm from Houston, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. That's cool. Hakeem is a legend down here, but we're not gonna act like. That's what I'm saying. I got you again, Bruce, because you always like talk about manipulation and all that. But we know Hakeem was faking injuries. Like we know this, bro.
Okay, all right. I'm
not even doing that. Yo, because that's another inconsistency, Bruce.
It's not inconsistency because
that's your favorite player.
No, it's not inconsistency because we don't know it's the truth. What we do know. Hold on. Hold on. No. Stop. What we do know, young disciple, is that when a player wants out, an organization will generally try to make that player look bad. And an organization will put out stuff about him, but we don't know that. So that's what I'm saying. But I'm gonna let you land the plane because I know I had another call coming in, so I'm gonna let you land the plane. Go ahead, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You always gonna have other calls. You can quickly take them other calls tonight, like when I come around, bro. But because right now,
Doug Disciple, he gave you your run, bro. Come on, man.
Bro. That's what I'm saying, Sneed. You gotta know our history, bro. To like to know what me. Bruce know what I'm talking about, bro. This is way before me, bro. Like this man tried to cook me on several occasions, bro. Like get off the phone. He know what he do, bro. He's probably smiling right now, bro. That's why he's probably smiling right now, bro. But bro,
I am laughing. This is funny.
Hey, but Bruce, bro, I'm just saying, bro. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, bro. I was watching the show, bro, today, bro, and I seen you. I seen you actually not care about a player not having a bag. Like I'm saying, bro, that wasn't your attitude, bro, when it was LeBron, bro.
Well, first of all, it wasn't a function of not caring about a player not having a bag, because I actually know that Jordan had a very deep bag, but I was describing the fact that his level of fundamental dominance, he didn't have to show all that bag all the time. Yeah, so he had the bag. Go ahead.
I was saying the same thing about Bron, bro. I was saying, bro, LeBron don't need a bag, bro.
Okay.
Like you remember me, you and Transformers having this conversation, bro.
I remember.
Yes. And y'all was putting bags on a pedestal, like that. And I kept telling y'all.
If you remember, I agreed with you that clearly the fact that he has been able to do what he's been able to do means that for him the bag was less important. I would have liked to see him be more skilled, right? I'm not going to deny that. But I also agreed with you that him being able to do what he's been able to do, the bag was less important.
I'll leave you with this real quick because this is an important point. When you have a bag, you don't get iced out of games. When you have a bag, you can score on different types of defenses, systems, schemes, and defenders. When you have a bag, you're less stoppable.
That first part was false, bro. Because would you say Kobe had a bag?
Kobe had a bag.
I didn't see Kobe get iced out in Game 7s with a bag, bro.
Which game? Which game?
No, Game 7s, bro. Game 7. Because we do know like Kobe on the average like 21 points in Game 7s. I'm saying Game 7 2010, 6 for 24. Okay, now let's compare that to LeBron Game 7s. The person who don't have a
but
bag.
if you shooting poorly, young disciple, doesn't necessarily mean you didn't have a bag when you had a bag.
Bro, I'm saying Kobe having a bag, bro. He shot 6 for 24. You say if you have
I saw Kobe score 81 points. I saw Kobe drop 81.
Let me
let me try to see
young disciple. Let me say one more thing, and then I'm gonna let you go, bro.
Okay. I'll just say when we talk about, don't tell me nothing about no regular season, bro.
Okay, so let me say
did Kobe not average 40 points in playoff series?
He did. But listen. Hold on. Okay, guys.
Playoff series did Kobe average 40?
I saw Kobe drop 41, 44, 37, 35 in the same playoff series.
You talking about Phoenix? What you talking about?
What series was that? I have to go back and see what the series was, but I remember a four game.
Then I'm gonna hang the phone up. You just said 40 points.
It was two 40-point games, and it was two 30-plus point games in the same series.
Have Kobe ever had the playoff run that LeBron had in 2018?
Bro, what did I cite, bro? I even named the 28. I brought that up. That was me.
Okay. Listen. That question for you, Bruce.
Hold on. Let me just say something to you real quick, young disciple. This is something else I have said on this show multiple times, that LeBron may be the best Game 7 performer in history. I have said that. I know that you probably. I know. Hold on. But the point is the point is you play me like I never say anything positive about the dude. You, Edward, Baltimore Bruce, and that's not the case. So I just want to. I have said that. I'm not saying that for the first time today.
But Bruce, since I listen to you, Bruce, like you gotta be interested for me to listen to you, Bruce.
Okay.
So since I listen to you, what I do is I remember things you say. I remember attitudes you have.
I appreciate that.
And we both know this. Like, you know, I didn't just call up here and nigga guessing nothing. I called up here with facts. Like because me and you done had these conversations, bro. Like and you have acted like LeBron not having a bag meant something.
I admitted.
Did you do that, Bruce?
And I admitted to you that for him, what he's been able to accomplish without the quote unquote bag, that says something. I did admit that. But look,
I appreciate that, man. Hey, you and Steve, man, y'all be up, man. I'm gonna keep watching the wrist on the computer, bro.
Hey, I appreciate you calling in, brother. Thank you, man. Thanks for the passion. Always.
All
right. I Steve, what?
All right, bro.
Hey, Ken, I saw you trying to call, man. I know you don't call very often. Give us a call back, Ken.
Yeah, the thing about the bag is it's the tool set, right? A defense is thrown at you. What can you do with that defense, right? It's chess moves, right? It's what's your move to their move. It's the answer to the question. Right. If I'm one dimensional, I don't have answers to different questions, right?
Correct.
And now if I'm special at something, like really, really special at something, and my teammates allow me to exploit that because they do the other things, I could still have incredible success.
Right.
Because Steph Curry, when he was winning championships, was a specialist. Before he was winning championships, very deep bag. But it wasn't winning championships because the team construct was different. He had to do more. When he was playing off the ball winning championships, he specialized. You see what I'm saying? I mean, transition was very dangerous.
Yeah.
But like you get what I'm saying, Bruce? Like it's a team construct. This is why Jerry West isn't who we wish he was.
Right.
From the team winning standpoint.
Ken, what's going on, man?
Hey, what's up, bro? How you doing?
Maintaining, man. Thanks for calling in.
What up, Ken?
Hey, long time no hear from, man. I'm glad to catch you guys finally.
Yeah, no doubt, brother.
Hey, and what's up, brother? I'm sorry, I forgot your name.
S&T Media Network. I'm Sneed, bro.
Hey, bro. Hey, you know what? I really like I agree to like most of the stuff you said. Like this brother know what he's talking about. So, first of all, the previous brother, that guy really loves LeBron James, man. That was disturbing.
He does.
Look, you man, we all have our fandom. You know, people say the same thing about me and Dream, and you know, there's people with Kobe or Mike or so. We all are fans of who we're fans of. Edward loves Jokic. He got knee pads for him. You know.
Well, let me not get too far off in that because he might call back and try to chase me out my own house. So with the phone call. But anyways, with regards to Jordan and this lack of a bag, this is becoming weirder and weirder and weirder. At some point, we're going to get to the point where Jordan just can't play basketball. At first, it was he didn't have a left hand, right?
Lies.
Now is he don't have a bag, and
right.
You know, and I think you guys said it, hit the nail on the head earlier when you said that there's a difference between not having a bag and not needing the bag, right? And you're talking about efficiency. To me, I don't think it's impressive for you to pound the air out of the ball for 10 to 15 seconds on a 24 shot clock, you know, and then, you know, put up a shot and sometimes you make it, sometimes you don't. And, you know, like James Harden and everybody is so, is so enamored with the stuff that he does. And I'm like, okay, me neither, but I'm just saying, like, you know, I mean, but the thing is it's not conducive to winning. He'll put up gaudy stats to have 38, 39 points and his team will lose, you know? And again, the whole idea, and I'm glad you guys said it, is efficiency. But let me say this. I think that sometimes these professional athlete podcasters, they're not as eloquent as, let's say, like you guys are. So I get what they were saying, right? Which was basically when they said, I don't think it wasn't so much that Jordan, what they did say Jordan didn't have a bag. I think is that they feel like he was so athletic, he didn't need a bag. Now, I disagree with that. I definitely think Jordan had a bag. I've seen all kind of counter moves and you know, this, that, and the third. But the fact of the matter is, you just couldn't stop the man, no matter what you tried to do. I don't even think that Jordan. I think Jordan was an excellent 3-point shooter. It's just, again, there's a difference between not taking a lot of 3-point shots and being a bad 3-point shooter. You know, and when he took a lot of 3-point shots, he converted at a pretty high clip, above average. So when these guys talk about, and I guess we give them more respect because, you know, because of their professional athletes, you know, Gilbert Arenas and, you know, all these guys, I guess we give them more respect. But the fact of the matter is that, like, some of the stuff they say, you're like, what? I mean, when Paul Pierce said that,
Ken, they're no longer the athletes, right? Now they're podcasters. So now we have to look at them differently. How good are they at podcasting and talking the game? They sound like some shit.
And they're not. Yeah, they're not. They're not. And I think that's the problem. I mean, if I was on there, I would have said, well, Paul, truth, whatever you want to call yourself. Like, well, what does your bag look like?
Right.
Because, I mean, and I'm not saying like Paul Pierce had, you know, he was talented as well, but I mean, I don't remember that dude just blowing by people and, you know, and dunking on people left and right and stuff like that. I mean, you know, he was clever, but I mean, I just don't understand his logic that says that. But again, I don't think it's really them. I think they just worded it incorrectly. I think that it was more because the other dude, Danny Green, to me, he's a Jordan hater. That he's always bashing Jordan, LeBron James, and this and so forth and so forth. So, even he was saying, I'm not saying he didn't have a bag, but you know, I
think, Ken, that a lot of guys also feel the need to defend their era, right? And that's whether you're a player or not, you're going to defend your era. Obviously, you know, I came up 80s, 90s, early 2000s. That's my main NBA era. And so, you know, people may say, Bruce, you know, you stuck in the wax museum. You just want to defend them. And then you have people who grew up watching basketball, 2010 on, right? So this is the last 15 years. This is what they see. So they believe that this is the best era. So we all have, I think, a tendency to defend our era and what we were influenced by. So I get that as well. But it's you make a lot of good points, Ken.
I mean, the assault that we're having on Michael Jordan as a player just has me dumbfounded.
Well, we know why that is.
Yeah, I do. I mean, like the brother said, I'm sorry, I forget your name, man, but what's your name again?
It's right there on the screen. SNEED. Sneed.
Sneed. I'm sorry, Sneed. I put my phone down, but
it's all good.
like you said, Jordan was a jerk, right? I think we could. Most people, no one's going to say that he's not a jerk, but that doesn't undo the fact that the dude was just. I've never seen anything like Michael Jordan on the basketball court. I've never seen it. And I mean, just this perennial, and you only see it in what is it about basketball? Nobody just respects.
Listen, wait till the next two topics. Just wait.
All right. Well, with that, I'm going to go ahead and turn it back over to you guys, man. Thanks for taking my call.
No doubt, Ken, man. I appreciate you, bro.
All right.
Oh man, yeah. Ken asked the right question because he's about to be like, "What?" But yeah. Shout out, Ken, and let me shout out one of the guys in the chat. Nick Wonderworker. It's been a while, Nick. How you doing, man? Shout out to Nick from Down Under, not calling, but he is a guy who watches the show from Australia. So shout out to you, Nick, man. I appreciate you. Sean from Cali, man. Let's
Sean, what up?
We'll get over to the next topics. What you got, brother?
What up, brother?
Man, if Paul Pierce wants to have a check, man, just ask, man.
Hey man, he's one of yours. You know that. I don't know what's going on out there. He's smoking that good Cali Kush, I guess. I don't know. He's one of yours, bro.
We don't claim him.
Like bro saying about, oh man, MG doesn't have a bag because he's athletic. Nah, MG has a bag.
Mm-hmm.
He just say he has, he has his like natural gifts, which is athleticism. And the only thing he needs to concentrate on is mid-range and also his defense. That's about it.
Mm-hmm.
He's talking about how like he has no bag. Like, what do you mean bag by by counters, by switching up your styles?
Mm-hmm.
He has all of those things.
He's got all of that for sure.
He just chose not to when the situation don't ask for it.
Yeah.
You really think a guy who's like over 50, 60% that mid-range doesn't have a bag? What the hell? I don't know.
Yeah. I think at the end of the day, Sean, I think we are just too obsessed with this whole bag thing to start with. Like, that's what it is. But
it's not the fact that it's not even the fact that like people are obsessed with it.
Mm-hmm.
It's the fact that they're trying to reinvent it. Just like the way they trying to reinvent what is losing and winning. It's like that's like the way they're trying to reinvent like what is a good NBA player.
Right.
But here's what it is, man. I'll let you guys move on to this.
I appreciate it.
Appreciate it, Sean.
Yeah, Nick. Yeah, I forgot you're in the future. That's right, bro. I forgot.
You're what, 12 hours in the future, right?
13, 14 hours up on us. Yeah. He's calling from the future. Oh, that's funny. All right, guys. We are going to take this and we are going to go to the next topic. And this. All right, let's get to it. Okay. Stan Van Gundy. This guy has been around the NBA for a long time. He's been a head coach, coached in the finals. He's been around a lot of great players, seen a lot of great players. His big brother, is he the older brother or the younger brother? I don't even know. His brother,
I think the Jeff Van Gundy's older.
Okay, there you go.
I think Stan is younger.
Okay, so Jeff Van Gundy, who used to coach the Knicks, also coached in the finals. And he's been around the NBA for a long time. And I think he's an advisor for the Warriors now, if I'm not mistaken, Jeff Van Gundy. Mm-hmm. So Stan Van Gundy has been saying some very interesting things. And he was on the podcast. You know what? I think maybe we need to stop letting these people go on podcasts, or we need to stop feeding them and giving them, drinks when they go on podcasts, because they say strange things when they get on these shows, and I really don't get it. So, Stan Van Gundy. All right, I'm going to play the clip, and then we're going to before we go to the clip.
It's not that serious, bro. Yo, I like that. Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy.
That is crazy. Wow.
I think it might be some truth to it, bro.
Maybe
it might
he
be.
did. Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Oh shit.
Not that serious. I hope. Anyway, I'm gonna leave that right there. So let me ask you this, Sneed. When we think about the 20 greatest NBA players of all time, just off the top of your head, who are some names that you come up with?
David Robinson.
Okay.
Because I'm just gonna stay out of the top 10. I feel like the top 10's got a lot of guys in it.
Okay.
Charles Barkley, Clyde Drexler, that ilk. We'll throw in Jerry West. We'll throw in Pistol Pete Maravich. We'll throw in Oscar Robertson's in the top 20. We'll throw in some of those Celtics we got to put in there, like Havlicek and those guys we could sneak in there. I'm going to put Dwayne Wade in there in the top 20.
Absolutely.
I'm going to put Dirk Nowitzki in the top 20.
Absolutely.
I'm going to put who else do I want to put in the top 20?
Isaiah Thomas.
Zeke is in the top 20, 100%. Zeke is so close to being like top 12.
I think he's just outside the top 10.
Yeah, he's so good.
Yeah.
You know, Zeke. Kevin Durant's in the top 20.
The chat says KG.
Kevin Garnett, 100%. Kevin Garnett's in the top 20. Top 20, I mean, top 25, top 50. These guys are all in there. It's really hard to distinguish them.
Right.
But yeah, like that caliber of player. Yeah.
Right. So the reason I bring that up, right? For me, my top 10 is pretty, you know, however you want to order it. My top 5 is always going to be it's Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Larry Bird,
most special players who ever played the game.
Hakeem. Right. That's my top 5. And then the second 5 is, you know, some amalgam or some order of Wilt and Mr. Russell and Tim Duncan, Kobe, Shaq. Right outside of that for me, LeBron is there. And then, you know, you have a lot of the other guys that you've mentioned for that top 20, whether it's your Charles Barkleys or your Zekes and so on and so forth, right? The reason I bring all this up, Stan Van Gundy, right, who, whatever, I don't know, smoking or drinking or whatever he did on that podcast, he made a very interesting comment, and I'll let you hear it right now.
Like my son says this all the time about every sport. He's more of a baseball guy. He goes, I understand the thought that you compare players to how well they did in the era they played in. But the evolution of athletes is, we can probably say that the best 20 basketball players in history have probably played in the last 20 years, Zach.
Stan Van Gundy, a guy who's been around the NBA, 40 years now or more, says the best 20 basketball players of all time played in the last 20 years of the NBA. Bruce, so we just finished talking about no Magic, no Bird, no Wilt.
Yeah.
No MJ.
He just admitted that he's a victim of recency bias. He doesn't know how to integrate former players into the, you know, like compare. He doesn't know how to compartmentalize the eras. Okay, they played by these rules. Here's what these guys did. They played by these rules. Here's what these guys did. He doesn't know how to do that. And he was an NBA coach. And he evaluated NBA talent. And he can't distinguish those things. That's crazy.
I think, again, this is me. All these guys getting into this media stuff, they understand the value of hot takes. They understand the value of saying crazy things.
Yeah, but these things are lies.
Yes, I know that.
Saying that the top 20 NBA players of all time have all come out in the last 20 years,
right,
is a lie.
Well, no, played in the last 20 years. So I want to give him the benefit of the doubt of saying, okay, Kobe and KG and Timmy, and of course LeBron, and I don't know who might have Chris Paul. Probably not, but there are guys who have played in the past 20 years who certainly are in that top 20. I get it. Even if you want to put Jokic in there, I don't. But for those who want to put him there, fine. Okay, cool. But to say the best top 20 players are so now, no Dr. J, no Moses Malone, and no Dream, and no. Okay, let's take Dream out. Let's take Moses Malone out. Let's take the Wax Museum centers out. No Magic, no Bird, no Mr. Russell, no Wilt, no Jordan. Like, what are we doing here, Sneed? What are we doing?
He's pandering to the new generation so that way he gets approval.
That's what he's doing.
He's seeking approval.
Yeah. Seeking approval through blatant lies, though. You've been around
he's lying
so long. You know better than the stuff you're saying.
Yeah.
And
so far we're here busting up lies from that last podcast and now this one.
Yeah. It's crazy because if I'm on that show with him, I'm saying to him, Coach, I'm not even going to say, Coach, how long have you been around the NBA? And he's going to tell me 40, 45 years, maybe more. Cool. Okay, Coach. So you're telling me, and I would ask him right there, you're telling me the best 20 players of all time played in the last 20 years. What does that mean for Magic and Jordan and Isaiah? And I would ask him about and I would put him on the hot seat. I would put him on the hot seat and say, what does it mean for those players? And I would make him stand up and defend that ludicrous position. That doesn't mean no player in the last 20 years is in the top 20.
I need him to tell me.
Yeah.
Because what he's saying, if the best 20 players played in the last 20 years, that means he has James Harden in there.
Oh.
This is what I'm trying to tell you, Bruce.
There's Dr. J.
But like those guys, but no Dr. J.
Right.
And no Charles Barkley.
Right.
And no Clyde Drexler.
No Karl Malone. Right.
No Karl Malone. No Dirk Nowitzki.
No Wilt.
Wait, no. Dirk would have been the last 20 years. Okay,
yeah.
so
how does anybody have a top 20 list without Wilt? Okay, you don't have to put him top 5. You don't have to put him top 10. How do you have a top 20 list with no Wilt? How? Doesn't he still hold 73 individual records?
Because Wilt was a cheat code. Wilt was the anomaly. Wilt broke the mold of the game. Wilt allowed uniquely physical, imposing players opportunities. They're like, wait, we need to find the next Wilt. You see what I'm saying? Like people were looking for that. I don't think these guys care about being right or being truthful or being like accurate. There's accuracy, there's precision, and like this guy's off on everything. He sprayed shots and missed the entire board. He didn't hit even the outside target. He missed everything. That's a horrible statement. The best 20 players all played in the last 20 years. Dog, we got ABA and NBA that goes back like 70, 80 years, bro.
Thank you, Sneed. I mean, this is easy work right here. This is easy work. I'm just like, when I saw that, I was like, no. And again, if you're JJ Redick, I still don't believe it, but I'm like, okay, I can kind of see why you say that. You're protective of the era you played in. You're a lot younger. Okay, cool. No problem. But Stan Van Gundy got no excuse, man. He knows better than this stuff he's talking.
I don't know what's happening right now in the media, but
yeah,
I'm not going to take it too seriously.
Right.
I think there's some kind of like you ever watch the Truman Show?
Yes.
I think it's a Truman Show.
It's like the whole thing was like he was
staged and all this. We're in like some other movie thing happening. We think I think it's the Truman Show happening right now. We're just gonna lie.
Right.
We're just gonna act and pretend like shit didn't happen. And
yeah.
The NBA started. The NBA started in 2005.
Yeah. According to Stan Van.
Yes.
No Kareem either. Right. No Kareem. So
Wow, bro. I mean, when I think about about basketball, just the game with this basket, the backboard, full court, 5-on-5. I mean, it's just Kareem's hook shot.
Yeah, For sure.
A shot that he invented and created because they didn't let him dunk.
Right. Logan, what's good, brother?
Logan, what up?
Hey, what's happening? What's going on, Steve?
What up, though?
I just got a little grievance with one of the things y'all said on y'all list.
Okay.
You put Isaiah Thomas just outside the top 20.
No.
Top 20.
No, just outside the top 10.
Outside the top 10.
Oh, okay then. I'm sorry. Because
no, we got love for Zeke over here.
For sure.
Okay, because y'all had Kevin Durant on there, and I was like, hey, yo, ain't no way Kevin Durant could be over Isaiah Thomas.
I mean, I think they're pretty close.
Yeah, definitely no
in
argument.
terms of like their, status of where they'd rank all time.
This is the difference between Isaiah Thomas and Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant is a hell of a scorer. Isaiah Thomas is a winner. Isaiah Thomas makes people find him better.
Kevin Durant won too when everything was perfect.
Right. But since it hasn't been perfect, where was that? He didn't climb the mountain like Zeke climbed the mountain. You know what I mean?
Zeke, yeah.
Zeke went through Bird. Zeke went through Magic.
Yeah.
Zeke went through Atlanta Hawks, Dominique Wilkins, and New York Knicks with Bernard King.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
He didn't jump on the bandwagon. He didn't go play with Michael Jordan.
It was different times, man. Different times. For sure. For sure. But you got anything else, Logan?
Oh, that was it, brother.
Hey, I appreciate the call, brother, man. Salam. Be safe out there.
Logan was about to cook you for saying that Durant was better than Zeke. We got love for Zeke. I got a lot of respect for what Zeke did. I got a lot of respect for what Zeke did, bro.
Zeke is the second best point guard of all time, if you ask me. I mean, of course, people have different opinions on that, but that's me. All right. So we're gonna go right ahead to the next Van Gundy topic, and this this is the one. This is the
Eddie
one.
Eddie better call, bro.
Edward's gonna call. Edward's gonna call. This is crazy to me. This is crazy work. I don't understand these people, man. But in the same I think this was the same podcast, Van Gundy said more amazing things. He's gonna say two things that are absolutely insane in this clip we're playing here, but you can see what we can see what one of them is, but he's going to say two things that are insane. So let's go ahead and check it out. And again, let's keep in mind, you know what, even before we do that, I just want to verify something. I want to know, how old is Stan Van Gundy? Stan Van Gundy age. I should have checked this out before. Stan Van Gundy is 66 years old. 66. There's no excuse for this. All right. Let's get it. On the same podcast, Stan Van Gundy made more ridiculous statements. Let's go.
I think Luka is the best offensive player I have ever seen in the NBA.
So I have a question here, right? Wax Museum time, y'all. Wax Museum. Luka is an incredible offensive player Steve, he was on a podcast. I don't remember whose show it was on. He was on a podcast saying all this stuff. He was talking to some journalists. Can't remember. I'll have to verify it for you. Anyway, Luka is an incredible offensive player in his era, no question about it. Let me ask you guys something. I'm not going to make a statement. I'm going to ask a question. What separates Luka Doncic from Larry Bird? Because Stan Van just said Luka's the greatest offensive player he's ever seen, and we hear all this Luka Doncic talk. Somebody tell me what separates, whether you're in the chat or Sneed, what separates Luka Doncic from Larry Bird? Because people say he's better, so I'm curious to know.
I don't think he's better than Larry Bird.
I
don't know. Why? Because he dominates the ball? That makes him better than Larry Bird?
Mm-hmm.
That's not what makes you a better player. Larry Bird's a much better defender. Much better. Mm-hmm. Like not even remotely close.
Well, he did say offensive player. He said,
okay, but okay, just offensively.
Yeah.
Larry Bird is extremely clutch. Larry Bird hit shots left side, right side, off glass, behind the backboard. Free throws, he shot like 90%. What was he, like 88, 89%?
88.9, I think.
All right.
Yeah, he's right up there.
He had handles. He had guys looking goofy, spinning, ball spinning around their head.
Better post game than Luka, even though Luka does.
I don't think Luka really. No, he doesn't really use it too much. If it's a smaller defender, he might use it, but not typically. Larry Bird never used the screen. Luka needs the screen.
He never used the screen.
Larry Bird's greatest plays do not involve a screen.
He didn't use the high screen and roll the way Luka consistently.
Luka uses it 60% of the game.
I think that's a big part of the way the game is played now. But Bird did. He got screens on those like floppy actions and those pop outs and stuff like that. He got screens.
Josh,
I'm not Kevin McHale and not get screens.
Josh,
you know what I mean?
To address Josh's comment, I'm not saying Luka needs a screen. I'm saying he resorts to screens so often. I don't know. Like, is that really an offense? I mean, maybe they're trying to get the ball to Jackson Hayes and they get these guys in these pick and rolls.
That's what he's saying.
But Luka's 3-point shooting has become bad.
Liability.
And his turnovers. It's not his turnover average. Like when a guy has the ball a lot and you average 3 or 4 turnovers, that seems to be kind of like common.
Yeah, even Magic, the greatest point guard of all time.
Bruce, he has 9 turnover games.
Yeah. That's not supposed to happen.
This is happening like frequent enough to now I'm counting them. Like 7, 8, 9 turnover games. Not once. It was not an anomaly. These things were happening last year. These things happened the year before. 9 is too much. Where's your self-control within the game? Where's the thing that kicks in that says, okay, I have 4 turnovers in the first half. I got to clean this up. You get what I'm saying? Magic had how many 9 turnover games? How many?
We did see Magic with high turnover games, but not
how many 9 turnover games did he have?
I've
been counting Luka's 9 turnover games for the last 2 seasons, 3 seasons. We're counting them. I got like a thing here right on the wall. I'm just putting a tick mark every time he does it. So to say he's the best offensive player and I have those things going, I have like, I don't know how many times this year where he took like 7 or more threes and he made 1. And nobody says Magic's the greatest offensive player of all time, Josh.
No.
See that's my point is how are we gonna sit there and glaze a player who is great? It's not worth saying.
Right.
But when you're saying he's the greatest ever, you're saying he's above standard. You're above this guy who used to be the best. You're saying this guy is now the best. So you tell me, Josh or whoever, I'm not even trying to pick on Josh, just saying anybody. Who did Luka just pass to become the greatest offensive player ever? Who was the guy before, and what did Luka do to become the greatest? I want to know what that thing was. And when did it happen, by the way? What date was it? What did he accomplish? What did he do? What was it that made him better?
And I brought up Bird because obviously, we're honest, there's the white component, the slow component, the guy who is dominating offensively in a league that, if we're realistic, is not necessarily made for him, right? I brought up Bird, but that was just, I wasn't even bringing Bird up to say that Bird is the best offensive player of all time. We can go now and look. Michael Jordan, anybody? Like, to say that Luka's better than him offensively? Like, what are we doing? Crazy. But let's go on and continue with this. So we first heard the first part with Luka, according to 66-year-old Stan Van Gundy, being the greatest offensive player that he's ever seen. Let's continue.
I don't think there's a better offensive player ever. There is nothing the guy can't do. He handles, he passes, he posts up, he drives the ball, he shoots it from deep, he can get to the free throw line. I can't think of another guy that has that at his size, playing the point.
Pause.
Crazy.
We saw lots of guys do it at that size. LeBron's been doing it for 23 years.
Yeah.
When he was just talking, I thought he was talking about LeBron. Play it back. Just keep the Luka part out. Listen back to it.
Okay. Let's see where. Oh, there we go.
He handles, he passes, he posts up, he drives the ball, he shoots it from deep, he can get to the free throw line. I can't think of another guy that has that at his size.
You can fill in the blank, bro.
Yeah.
You can fill in the blank. Everything he said, players have done at high levels, all in the same package. He's not saying anything different, unique, or new that Luka has an advantage over anyone.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Josh Williams, you're right. A Bird never did 60-20-10, but part of that too is, the game now is a little different, easier for guys to do things like that. Bird has had 60, we know that. I think Bird's final triple-double in his career back in 92 was 49, 14, and 12. Like, that's a crazy game.
Highlight 60-20-20. Highlight 60-20-10. Let's just go back to some of the games that Wilt Chamberlain played. Want to do that?
Not close.
I mean, well, we could do that. If you want to see something special and unique.
Right.
If you want to, and by the way, he wasn't the point guard, so he didn't have the ability to just have the ball in his hand off the rip. Ball had to get into him, right? Because they used to play structured basketball. It wasn't just high screen and roll every play.
Right. I just looked this up earlier, Josh Williams, and I appreciate the fact that you clearly are a knowledgeable basketball fan, but the 1980s pace, average possessions per 48 minutes was 101. 2025 is 100. So, yeah, it was technically faster, but not by much. And the scoring points per game in the 1980s on average was 109 versus 115 to 117 today. So, it's
look at
however you want to look at it. There's not a big gap where we can say, well, the 80s pace or whatever. But I'm not just saying pace. I'm saying just the way the game is played too, right? There's a lot more rebounds to be had. Why? Because of all these for perimeter players, because of all these threes being taken, right? Whereas those weren't necessarily available when Bird was playing. And
Luka averages 13 free throw attempts a game.
Okay.
So those are 13. Those are 13 uncontested shots.
Mm-hmm. There's also a lot more rebounds to be had. Why? Because there's a lot less true bigs than there were back then. So I'm not the greatest offensive game we've ever seen on film. Okay. I mean, look, I'm not arguing with you, but to say that Luka is the greatest offensive player we've ever seen is I can't. I can't go there.
You don't do it off a game, sir. You can't be the greatest offensive player off a game.
No, you can't.
He's a great offensive player.
You can't.
You can make that argument for today if you'd like, that he's the greatest offensive player today if you like. Just pump the damn brakes on his career. See, that's what we're starting to see, Bruce. This whole Joker, Luka, everybody wants to push them in.
Right.
But they're not willing to wait till the career finishes, or at least can we wait for like a 10-year run, a 15-year run where we could say, okay, here's what they did, or here's what they got. They're not willing to wait. They want to jump the line.
Of course.
Yo, so like, Bruce, I work at a bakery on the weekends.
Mm-hmm.
You can't rush the baking process. Stuff's got to stay in the oven.
Right.
You got to put in all the ingredients. You got to let it marinate sometimes. Just chill. Let the career play out before you try to jump the line. Nobody see, and they tried that shit with Jordan too, back in the 80s.
For sure.
They tried to get him to jump the line. You don't do that.
No.
There's things you got to accomplish.
But that's not society we live in. So listen, guys, I want to apologize. I accidentally did not cut the most important piece of this, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to tell you the next part, and you can look this up on your own afterwards. In this same podcast, Dan Van Gundy, immediately following the Luka comments, said that Jokic may be the best player ever. So he says, Luka is the greatest offensive player we've ever seen, which absolutely is absurd. It is crazy. But then let's just say we give him a pass on that. Cool. Luka's the best offensive player ever. Let's say that's fine. Then he says Jokic may be the best player ever. So if Luka's the best offensive player ever and Jokic is the best player ever, how is Stan Van Gundy, a guy also who, when he was coaching, preached defense, how is he saying that? Because by saying Luka is the best offensive player, if he's saying now Jokic is the best player ever, right? That means in totality, which means Jokic then apparently would have to be playing both sides of the ball. Sneed, how is Stan Van Gundy saying these things?
I'm going to go back to what I said before about his previous comments about Jordan and or the thing about the 20 players all being in the last 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
It's pandering. It's clearly pandering. Luka is the hot topic.
Mm-hmm.
Joker is the hot topic.
Right.
His entire structure to what he wanted to say and all this. The problem is, Bruce, is if any of this goes to get verified, everything, nothing holds. Nothing holds.
Right,
Luka or Joker, who's the better player versus who's the better offensive player? Like, they're both kind of doing some of the same things. It's like there's a bunch of triple doubles. I see what they're both averaging about 4 turnovers a game.
Yeah.
They're both averaging about 8 to 10 assists a game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're not really that different. I mean, Joker disproportionately handles the ball like a guard for a center.
Yeah, he does.
Like, if you're going to take a center and to say, okay, you get to handle the rock sometimes, he's like disproportionately, like, there's no center in the league that handles the ball like a guard like he does. And he's good at it. That's why they let him do it. And it's part of their winning formula. They win games this way.
Well, I think there's factors which augment his ability to do that, but that's a whole different thing.
He has very good players on his team that are flexible and allow him to do it.
No, that's not true, because they tell you, the Jokic people tell you, that Jokic doesn't have enough help, which is why he has to play the way that he plays.
Well, then how does he get assists if he doesn't have no help?
I don't know, but I do have another very interesting soundbite on that, because I know you've Sneed. I know you talk a lot of basketball. I know you know the game, and I know you've heard the Jokic people talk about how he doesn't have any help because he's never played with an all-star. Correct? You've heard that, right?
He's played with many all-star caliber teammates.
But see, that ruins the narrative when you say all-star caliber.
Steph Curry is in the Western Conference. Jamal Murray can't make an all-star team.
Correct, but you need to stop using context and ruining the narrative. The fact is, Jokic doesn't have enough help. He hasn't played with enough good players.
They won a championship.
He doesn't have enough help.
One player doesn't win a championship. Teams win championships.
He would have had more. So this is interesting, because I was actually listening to a show that I listen to very regularly today, Self-Researched NBA Facts. Shout out Self-Researched NBA Facts. That's a really good show if you guys want context and truth that work together with stats. So he was, I can't remember what his topic was, but what he did was he actually was responding to someone else making commentary about the argument that Jokic doesn't have enough help because he hasn't played with an all-star. So he completely dismantled that argument. So I wanted to make sure that I shared it with you guys, since we were talking about Jokic, the greatest GOAT of all time. So check this out.
I never went after Jokic as a player. I didn't say, oh, he's flat-footed, he can't jump, he's a pond statue on defense. I didn't say anything close to that. It was in response to the all-star narrative about Jokic's teammates. They can't be good unless they're an all-star. To put it to bed once and for all, and I really have nothing else to say on the subject. Some guy named Colin, I actually showcased his comment the other day. He's still coming at me about this Jokic thing. He thinks all Jokic's teammates were low IQ, they're bums. Okay, well, if that's the case, like I said, LeBron James fans, they have this thing where they downplay and they ignore things. But how can you ignore this? Even given the state of the NBA today and how much easier it is to score, it's less easy in the playoffs. Jamal Murray averaged 26 points per game in the 2023 playoff run, the number 2 leading scorer. For some perspective, on what that was, going all the way back to the merger, how many number 2 leading scorers on a championship team averaged more than 26 points per game? It's not a long list, and you've probably heard of the players. 4 in the last 49 championship runs. They were 2020 LeBron James at 27.6 points per game. Steph Curry in 2017 at 28.1, Kobe Bryant in 2002 at 26.6, and Kobe Bryant in 2001 at 29.4. So Jamal Murray outscored every number 2 on any championship team aside from those 4 players. The 5th best number 2 point per game average on a championship run since the merger. But that's nothing, right? He's a bum, low IQ, he's inconsistent, he's whatever. But that's a fact. You can downplay it, you can ignore it, but that is a fact.
So real quick, this is interesting, and I don't know if you've noticed this, Sneed. The more I'm doing this and the more, we're talking this basketball stuff and, Jokic. People really love Jokic. Shout out Man Down Mel on Man Down Sports. The triple-double basketball really short circuits people's brain. They see triple-double, they go crazy, right? Cool. Have you noticed the Jokic fans move very much like the LeBron fans do? Have you noticed that?
It's the fanatic has the traits, right? It's the same traits. The player doesn't matter, Bruce. It could be Jordan, it could be LeBron, it could be Joker, it could be Luka. They all exhibit the same features. Shit on someone else, boost up your guy. That's what this boils down to. So the thing about Joker, Joker doesn't need people to stand up for him. He is a great player. This is not necessary to shit on his teammates to say that he's better than what he is. Joker is an all-time player. Joker is the best center in the league. Joker is an incredible, when it comes to being a well-rounded, dynamic offensive dynamo,
yes,
it's amazing. He doesn't need excuses. He does because he won a championship with these guys. He doesn't need excuses. Jamal Murray is one of the most lethal and potent scorers to not make an all-star game.
Correct.
And it's only because Steph Curry's in the Western Conference.
Right. Correct.
I mean, we're talking about a guy during that run when the Nuggets won it that was almost unstoppable. I saw fourth quarters where he dropped 16, 18 points. I saw him rip off 20 in 20 minutes once. And actually, the thing about Jamal Murray is when Joker is out, it's the Murray show. He has to do all the scoring. And you know what? The most incredible thing is I was watching the playoffs last year. Do you know that the Thunder and the Nuggets went 7 games?
Yes. Yes.
Do you know that in game 7?
That was a dogfight.
Do you know that in game 7, the reason that the Thunder won, for sure, is because Aaron Gordon didn't play. Because Aaron Gordon does so much for the team that guys like Jamal Murray and Joker can't do those things. That's how important Gordon was to do those things.
Well, he's got to play the defense, right? Yeah, that's it.
But the defense on the other team's best player.
Yeah.
It's not regular defense. I have to pick up their best scorer, the best perimeter player, possibly their best 3, their best 4, whoever that position.
To give 18 to 22
and I still got to be the third, or second maybe.
Yeah.
He dropped 50 this year.
For sure.
And the unfortunate thing is he's starting to get these soft tissue injuries now. Yeah. That's from heavy lifting. That's from having to do a lot, bro. And now in his advanced age, people forget about him jumping over cars winning dunk contests, right? Forgot about the Orlando Magic years. He's up in age, and he's really adapted to the NBA. He's really done a nice job of developing his game. Very well-rounded. So the team, they continue to try to construct the team to address the things that certain, things that they don't want Joker to do. All right, we're going to need you doing this, that, and this, or you do this, this, and this. We'll handle these other, that's just a division of labor. That's how businesses are run. That's how companies run. People have jobs and duties. It's hard to do everything. Very few guys can do it. Michael Jordan talked about it one time in an interview. He was talking about Kobe. He said Kobe's cursed. He's cursed with the need to feel like he has to defend the other team's best player and pick him up and stop him. But like there comes a point where you can't do it anymore, especially as you get up in age.
Right.
So like Aaron Gordon, I think we're starting to see that with him.
The breakdown, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a lot of miles, bro.
Right.
And the thing about Jamal Murray is he hasn't been the same since he tore his ACL in terms of consistency. I mean, this year he's playing pretty good.
He's still been very good.
Because he's really good, bro.
Yeah, no
like
doubt.
Really, really good.
Yeah.
It's circumstance that has kept him off the All-Star team.
Yeah.
That's really all it's been. Yeah.
Yeah, let's finish up that clip from self-researched NBA Facts on Jamal Murray, dispelling the notion that some people like to kick.
I looked it up and I checked it out. And what also is interesting, as the number 2 leading scorer on Denver, he's outscored these number 1s since the merger in a championship run. 2024, Jason Tatum, 25 points per game. 2014, Tony Parker. 2013, LeBron James. LeBron James, the number 1, was at 25.9. Murray outscored him. And I know what you're going to say. You're going to say, well, it's so much easier to score. Well, 2023 Denver was scoring 102.2 points per game. The 2002 Lakers were scoring 97.8. That's only 4.4 points. And even the 03 Spurs were right at 95 points. That's only like 7 more a game. So it's not dramatic. 2008, Kevin Garnett. 07, Duncan. 05, Duncan. 04, Richard Hamilton. 03, Duncan. 99, Duncan. 1990 and 89, Isaiah Thomas. 1988, James Worthy. 87, James Worthy. 86, Larry Bird.
That's
85,
crazy.
Kareem. He tied Moses Malone of 1983 at 26 points on the dot. 1982, Kareem and Norm Nixon, they both had 20.4. Larry Bird in 81, Elvin Hayes in 1978, and Maurice Lucas in 1977. That's 20 leading scores that Jamal Murray outscored on a championship run.
So my main point of playing that was when it comes to the Joker thing, we hear it all the time. Well, he has to play like that. He doesn't have enough help. Look at the teammates he has, right? We hear that all the time. Well, now we know that's BS.
It's wrong. They choose to play that way. They think it's their pathway to victory. It's not a necessity.
Right.
They choose that path.
For sure. For sure. But yeah, I just wanted to, I wanted to bring that up because I thought that was
Bro, do you remember what Jamal Murray did to the Lakers?
Jamal Murray was problem.
They keep sending him home, bro.
Yeah, he's nasty.
4 games. What happened to Lakers in 5? Jamal Murray. Lakers in 5. Jamal Murray happened.
right. Lakers in 5. Oh man, but yeah. So back to the original point, man. Stan Van Gundy having the freaking nerve to say that Joker may be the greatest player of all time. Again, it gets back to the very simple point. You cannot be the greatest player of all time if you're so poor on one side of the floor. You just can't. You can't. I mean, there's just no way around that. But, we do live in an era where defense is wholly unimportant.
Until when, Bruce? Until what time in the year?
I was just about to say it.
Until what time of the year does everything change?
Yeah, playoffs. I mean, we're looking at OKC. Why are they winning? Because they're a lockdown defensive team with lockdown defenders.
All of a sudden,
players buy into it.
All of a sudden in April and May, all of a sudden the whistles are go a little silent. All of a sudden the foul calls are harder to get. All of a sudden the defenders are closer. There's less space between you and the guy defending you. Right. And now all of a sudden everybody's uptight. Everybody's uncomfortable. Now things are real. And what happens? The Oklahoma City Thunder missed 13 threes in a row. But then they stop the other team they're playing against 9 times in a row. See, because defenses and rebounding and turnovers, like that still matters.
Right.
Not the threes.
Right.
Not the threes, because the Oklahoma City Thunder just missed 13 threes in a row and still won that game.
There you go.
Because they took care of the ball and they defended. They got stops.
Right. Yeah, you can lock in.
See because they talk about the numbers and the metrics. So do I.
Mm-hmm.
Defensive metrics,
right?
Rebounding metrics, turnover ratios, like the stuff that indicates that you are possessing the ball more than your opponent, not just taking more threes. Bro, do you know what the Cavs? You know what the Cavs record is this year when they shoot more than 50 threes?
What is it?
It's like 1-14. Or no, excuse me. It's like 1-4 when they shoot more than. It's awful.
Something like the Celtics last year.
So we're like, what the thing about basketball is still the same. To win championships is the same formula every year. It doesn't change.
Defend, rebound, right? It's not sexy, so But anyway, let's go ahead and we're gonna take a couple calls on this. Then we'll get to the last topic. You want
to look? We should look at the 2023 playoffs, where Joker made 3 key blocks to save the game and win the games during that playoff run. Bro, Joker used to defend, bro.
I don't think he's ever been a defender, but he has made some.
He made plays to win games, bro.
Right. Yes. But you can't count on that.
It's been a while.
Sean, who's good, man?
Man, what's up, man?
Maintaining, brother.
Jokic as the GOAT. That is ridiculous. Listen, I like Jokic. You know what I mean? I never shit on Jokic. I always think that he is an amazing player. However, he does not play both sides of the floor. You know what I mean? Like, when you're a top 10 player of all time, unless you're talking about Magic Johnson, or even I know you don't really agree, like Steph Curry. I think he's like in between top 10, top 50, whatever. You are you're supposed to be top 10 as far as both offense and defense, top 5, maybe even top 1. Jokic is not even in top 15 of defense in today's league. He might be top 3 when it comes to offense.
You know what?
Like I give him credit. You know what I mean? Like, the dude, as of right now, he's going to be top 1 when it comes to triple doubles.
He's going to pass Russ. He can pass Russ.
He loves it. To pass all.
He might pass him this season. Yeah, he loves it. He loves that triple double, and he plays for it. But if you're good enough to get it, so be it. But I don't know if he'll win another championship playing that way.
But is he a GOAT because he's number 1 in triple doubles? Absolutely not. You know what I mean? And in today's league, the two-way player, you know what I mean? Players that play both sides of the floor are almost extinct. The only one that you got is Giannis.
No, that's not. Hold on a second, bro. All you got to do is look at the NBA Finals. They're there every year.
Nah, we're talking about it. They don't like players who are elite in offense are not even on top. Like, they're not even on the all defensive.
If there was an All NBA third team, SGA would have made it last year.
Yeah.
The fact that we saying like this proves my point. Like, the two-way players that we think about, like, from back then, ain't like that anymore.
Well, that is true. That part's true. Yes. But
we like, people wanted to be hyped with like SGA is above average defender, but is he an elite defender? Because he never, even among today's league, he never get mentioned
But elite defenders very typically are not asked to score a lot of points any. So you're going up against a guy who literally goes out to be a goon versus you having to somehow manage the game offensively and defensively.
Come on, Sneeze. Like, even his teammate was in an all defensive team, bro. While he, you know what I mean?
Are you talking about J-Dub?
No, I'm not talking about J-Dub and also
J-Dub is a very, very good defensive player. He's a very good offensive player. SGA is the opposite. SGA is a very, very good offensive player and a very good defensive player. Right? So they're like the inverse of each other in terms of where their strength is. Now you're talking about Alex Caruso. If he makes 2 shots in a game, Dagnall is thrilled, the coach of the Thunder. He is thrilled. That is icing on the cake. He was brought there to lock down the other team's best perimeter player, literally from the guard position. That was it. He was brought there for that. If he hits 2 buckets, they're thrilled.
I'm talking about guys who actually, score over 20 points a game while being in the top 10 as far as defense, bro. At least
it's very elite. It's hard to get that.
Yeah, that's
very
unusual.
hard to get that.
That's unusual.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Like when we talk about Jordan and Kobe and all
You're naming the unicorns, though, bro.
That's true.
You're naming the unicorn. Like those guys, there's 2 of them in the history of the league.
Jordan, Kobe, Dream, D-Rob.
Okay, now you move to the center position. There's a few of those. You're picking the best 2 or 3 all time. It's hard to get that.
Okay. But still, the point I'm saying is, guys like Jokic, he will never be GOAT because he is not a two-way player. You know what I mean? Even among, top 5 centers, they're two-way players. Shaquille O'Neal, in his prime, was a two-way player. It does not matter about how many times you do triple-double. In the league that has been averaging over 117 points a game, think about it. You got, as much, I'm impressed. I still love the players of today, a few of them, but I'm not going to lie and say that, hey, if I put them back in the 90s or in the 2000s, they will dominate the same way today. Hell no. You know what I mean? No. We're not going to be delusional just because people want to live off the moment. You know what I mean? And yeah, that's what I got to say about it. As far as Luka, though, being the greatest offensive player, I disagree about that. I think that, you think about the greatest offensive players, you put Wilt, Jordan, Kobe, you could put guys like, if you want to talk about the greatest offensive games,
You know what I say, Sean? You know what I say to all this? Sean, you have made great points, and I agree with a lot of what you're saying. I just think these conversations need to be having 2035, not 2025.
2035? Man, we don't even know the game is still going to be around.
I'm just saying, it's not the time to have conversations about greatest of all time, and the guys played 11 seasons.
Okay,
or whatever, or Luka, he played 6 years, 7 years. What year is it for him?
I think Luka, he's 26, so he's been here since I think 19.
Yeah, I would like to just have these conversations after 10, 12, 14 years in the league.
No doubt. Sean, I gotta let you go, brother. I appreciate the call, man. Thanks for calling in, man.
Thanks, Sean.
Hey, Baltimore Bruce, man. I see you, man. Go ahead and call us, man. I see you.
Shit. What up, Bruce? Hey, call back, bro.
Yeah, definitely. We want to hear from you, man. Yeah, but this was Fat Gundy, man. 66 years old talking. You know what? Maybe his mind is going. He's 66, maybe,
Nah, it doesn't sound like it. It sounds like his mind is working just fine. This is trolling. This is trolling. This is pandering to who he thinks his audience needs to be.
Bruce, what up, man?
How y'all boys feeling tonight, man?
Man, great, man. How you doing?
Hey, man. First of all, let me say this: roll motherfucking Tide, real quick. Judgment Day is tomorrow, big bros. Hey, big bros. Judgment Day is tomorrow. Hey, Judgment Day. Roll Tide, baby. We ready to see who the big dogs in college football tomorrow. There's no more talk. There's no more need to be said. There's no more back and forth. Judgment Day is tomorrow. So, Indiana, baby. BTA. That's all I got to say. But anyway, this Jokic, Stan Van Gundy's an absolute joke. It amazes me, man. These old coaches and stuff, man. They keep saying ridiculous stuff out their mouth, man. Jokic the GOAT. Hey, how many years has it been since Denver won their first ring? It's been 4?
3?
3? Going on, but this year is gonna be 4 for sure.
I believe so, yeah. Excuse me.
the GOAT conversation. Huh? He got one ring. That's the only ring he probably get, unless they get somebody else down there with him. And this GOAT talk, man, like Wilt Chamberlain, it's just ridiculous. It's really nothing to say. I just wanted to call and say that it's ridiculous talk about Jokic to go. He don't even play defense. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I hear you on that, man. Got to play both sides. Or again, nobody's expecting him to be Hakeem, Ewing, or Robinson. No one's expecting that. Just more effort. So I hear you. But that said, he is an incredible offensive player for his era. I'll give him that.
For his era, a weak era that don't emphasize defense. Hey, drop him in the 90s with David Robinson, Alonzo Mourning, Mutombo, Ewing, Elijah Wan. Now,
Young Shaq.
Then we probably could talk.
Right. Young Shaq. Yeah.
Young Shaq. It's a little different now. He has nobody. Can't nobody check him because ain't nobody playing tough defense on him right now. He's playing a soft era. Period. He's benefiting from it.
Where have I heard this before?
Yeah, he's benefiting from this soft era. He's a good offensive player, but ain't
he's a great offensive player for sure.
I mean that. Because no one is imposing him. That's why.
Yes, but he's still, and I agree with you, Bruce, but he's still a great offensive player. He's still out there doing it.
Hey, 2023, look what Minnesota did to him, Rudy Gobert and them. Locked them up. That meant Minnesota that year when they went to the Western Conference Final. Ant-Man and them. And, hey, so he don't have nobody to oppose him right now, so he benefited from it. Right. Other than that, how y'all boys feeling, man?
Doing all right.
You happy to be back on, Bruce?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I was dying, bro. I was dying. I hit Sneed like, hey, man, you want to rock with me tonight? I was going to go dolo if he couldn't make it. I was like, I gotta get back on.
Hey, Judgment Day tomorrow, fella. That's all I got to say.
And don't worry about that.
Y'all back.
All right, brother. Thanks for the call.
I think Luka's got to do some things for his legacy to really cement himself, right? We're still missing, like if he gets a chip with LA, for example.
Yeah.
First of all, getting a chip, right? Second of all, in LA, right? So join the legacy, the lure that is the Lakers, right? So like he's set up to really have some incredible moments for the rest of his career. When we saw him in the finals, he self-imploded. He was literally like emotionally failing.
Yeah.
You know, the refs were begging him to stop fouling.
Right.
So they didn't have to foul him out. And I think he fouled out twice.
Right.
The lack of emotional intelligence in those moments really hurt him in terms of like an opportunity to shape part of his legacy. He didn't have to win the finals to make an impact on the finals. I remember a gentleman's sweep. I remember the Celtics basically just forcing the Mavericks to become one-dimensional. But that's not how the Mavericks got there. The Mavericks got there off of ball movement.
Yeah.
Kyrie and Luka being super potent when it came to offensive firepower. And the guys like the bigs that were rim rolling and PJ Washington hitting threes, like they went away, like a lot of those things weren't working against the Celtics, or they went away from it. And then
Luka also had to see pressure that he didn't see up until that point.
And he self-imploded. So he got, the coaching got him, the pressure got him. So like he needs to actually redeem himself. To me, that's like, I watch all the regular season stuff and it's amazing, but I've seen this before. I've seen James Harden. I remember the 5-year span that James Harden had where he was averaging 40 a game, you know?
Right. No doubt. And guess who's on the line? Sneed. Guess who just called in? Guess.
Eduardo.
No. Great guess. No. Laker Nation.
Coach T, what up?
Nation. Coach T, what up?
Who's Laker Nation?
What's good, Coach T?
Well, I want to talk about that part.
Finally, you finally got online.
Yeah, man. Yeah, they came out and fixed my internet a few hours ago. Finally, man. It's been down all week. It's driving me crazy. But I'm back in business, though.
I couldn't wait to go live.
Oh, yeah. Just in time to, talk a little smack. Lakers got bodied by the Celtics, the greatest, most winningest franchise in NBA history tonight, so made me feel good. So I said, yo, Sneed, you want to rock with me? Let's go, brother. And Snead said, yeah, let's get it. So, you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Good job, Bruce.
Hey, you know, it always warms my heart. It warms me, warms my heart to see the Lakers get bodied by the Celtics. You know, it's not too late. You can come rock with us, man. It's not too late.
Never. That never happened.
All right. Well, I had to try.
Yeah, never happened.
No doubt. What you got, my brother?
What I want to say is, how can somebody who's 6'10", I don't know how much you weigh, don't care, get eliminated out the playoffs because he got slowed down and frustrated by Alex Caruso one-on-one.
Yeah, that was wild. I was like, yo, how did that? Yeah, that was wild. Yeah, he had a lot of difficulty dealing with a 6'6" guard. That's not supposed to happen. But
yeah, but we saw that with Patrick Beverly and Katie. It happens. You know, guys get pesky. They the refs let them play a little bit, right? They can start to play little mind games. It happens from time to time. It does, you know.
So remember though, Snead, what I was saying was one of the ways if Jokic was playing in a different era, the better defensive coaches would send a guard at him to what? Make
as
him
primary defense, right?
Right. Either make him give up the ball and disrupt the initiation of the offense, make him turn around and back him down across the timeline, which still interrupts and disrupts the initiation of the offense in terms of the time in getting it started up, or makes him or the guard takes it from him and he's not chasing anyone down for a chase down block. So I don't know why more coaches don't try this with him. But anyway, Coach T, back to you, brother.
Triple doubles back in the day meant something because of the style of play back then. It was very, very difficult to get a triple double.
Yeah, agreed.
Now I'm watching these games and guys get passes on the wing, take 3 dribbles in, get a layup, and he gets an assist. They come off the screen. He catches it on the wing, makes a move, hits a turnaround jumper, and then he gets an assist. I see no boxing out in the paint. Guys are standing around trying to get rebounds, and you just stand there and you just grab a rebound and kick, and you get 10 of those. Like, why are we glazing all these stats for?
Because stats have never been measured with more weight on a player than they are in the modern day sports media. It is really weird. Like back in the day, if you got triple double most of the time, like to your point, Coach T, it would come within the flow of the game. And you coach, so I know you know this, right? If a triple double comes naturally, not necessarily an entire offense designed for a guy to get them, that's two different things.
Yeah, but you can objectively say 30 points today is like what, 24 back in the day? Like, because what I could do is I could take the top 10 scores in the NBA today, get that average, and then I can extrapolate that to the top 10 scores of, 89 or 97 or 2004, whatever, the dead ball era in the 2000s. Sure. I can do that and then say, well, anybody who was scoring 23, the equivalent of somebody scoring 30 today. Because 5 guys can average 30 in the NBA.
Yeah.
Back then, 1 guy averaged 30. Right? Most guys, the rest of the top 10 in scoring were like
27.
It was lower.
For sure.
I know I'm not going to condemn somebody for playing well in their era.
No, I hear you.
Can't do that.
I don't think it's condemnation to acknowledge the conditions that lend to what guys are doing, though. That's the problem. People say you're a hater when you utilize the context to say, hey, this is assisting in what's happening, but that's not the case. All you're doing is providing context to it, especially when you're constantly hearing about the guys today are so much better and the game today is so much better. Maybe not. That's all.
and you take time to really, really, really hone in on somebody,
mm-hmm.
You can pick apart their game, and it's not fair to that player, but you can.
Yeah.
And he has so many flaws in his game. You cannot label him as the great. He's not even the greatest at his position.
Right.
You can't name him the greatest basketball player to ever play because, you know, he's getting a hot streak and getting a flux of stats. Because we've seen Wimmy done it.
Right.
Austin Reeves did it.
Right.
Luka's doing it.
Right.
SGA's doing it. You got all these guys doing it because there's no resistance.
Mm-hmm.
And the teams that are giving resistance are winning championships.
Right.
And so I can't even you cannot with a straight non-biased face sit here and say Nikola Jokic is the greatest basketball player ever or the greatest basketball player in his era. You can't even say the same thing for Luka Doncic.
Right.
When these guys got major flaws in their game and they get exposed with great basketball minds, they expose them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like if you're the greatest ever, you have a counter for every defense that comes your way.
Yeah.
You can counter every defense that comes your way. The defense is helpless to stop you. The only thing that they can hope for is that you have a cold shooting night or you decide to take your foot off the gas.
For sure.
So I disagree with Coach on a couple of things. First of all, like Luka, Joker, like they might be who people think they are. We just need to wait. We're literally 5 years away from having these conversations. They're not the conversations for today. Luka's going to have another 60, 20, and 10 game. That's going to happen. Joker's going to have 50 more triple doubles over the like they're not done. We just need to wait to see how things shake out. And we're not going to look past the fact that when they've been given everything, how much winning did they do? And the more that you've been afforded and the more you win under those conditions, it adds to your greatness and your legacy. We just have to wait. You know what I'm saying, Coach? Like these discussions are just premature. I think that's why we're uncomfortable having them.
I can have them with anybody because there's two things that you cannot. There's two things that you cannot put into a player. That is willingness to defend and lateral movement, and neither one of them have that.
Luke, for what it's worth, Luka's defense this year looks a lot better than it has in the past. So I know he has taken his fitness.
It's still average. It looks better, but it's still average.
Okay,
but he's fixing it, right? So he's improving it.
And that's the main thing that I always call for is effort. So I can't call for effort, then when he gives it, denigrate him for that. So I got to give him some credit there.
Right.
Oh, come on.
No, I'm being real. I'm not being funny.
It's not. They're doing phenomenal offense. Like this year is retarded. All these guys, like I put more stock in Tyrese Maxey than those two. Reason being, number one, he's undersized.
That's a problem.
He's not getting 20 rebounds, but he's getting 30 plus points and the assist. And
yeah, but we're not going to give credit because he's small, Coach.
With the young squad that he has, they are competing and winning games. So,
is Tyrese Maxey a better defender than Luka?
Say that again.
Is Tyrese Maxey a better defender than Luka?
Yes.
I don't know.
You got to watch the Lakers all the time.
I mean, I'm just saying it I mean, maybe marginally, but he ain't Luka. You know what I mean? Like, I'm getting a lot with Luka, even if it's not, you know, maybe Maxi's a 70 defender, and maybe Luka's a 65 defender. You know, but I'm getting a lot with Luka when it comes to offense. Dude can win a game offensively.
You can win a game with Maxey too.
Their record is it's better this year because they've got guys now. You know, Edgecombe and those. I mean, that's a nice little young unit they got.
Like I said, they got a young squad. Their vets aren't doing nothing. Embiid's not doing nothing.
And nobody's thinking about that bum, bro.
Paul George is not doing nothing. They're winning games with the young Hawks that they got.
No doubt.
Quentin Grimes is playing. Quentin Grimes has elevated his game. DJ stepped in.
Yeah.
As a rookie, is doing and putting in work.
Yeah.
So
sure.
only thing I say is, yeah, their offense is going to improve a lot more as they get further into their prime. But it's the two things that you cannot that a player that neither one of them is ever going to have is lateral movement to stay in front of to defend quicker guards and the willingness to defend. They don't have it.
Where quickly, Coach? Where do you rank Bam Adebayo in bigs in the NBA today?
There's really no big, so he's up there in the top 5.
If you watch that guy play defense, you'll be astonished at how good his feet are and how he gets to position, plays the pick and roll, and doesn't just surrender any type of screen action. He is phenomenal. There's very few guys in the league that can do the things that he does. And expecting that at a Joker, I think, is unrealistic.
I just said that you're not going to get that from him because he doesn't have it in him.
Yeah.
So putting him in these greatest of all time discussions when you had guys in his position that were more that put more out on the floor on more areas instead of passing, instead of just passing, rebounding, and scoring. That's 3 areas. When you got guys like D-Rob that give you that same effort in 5 and 6.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't.
You can't put them past. You can't put them past those guys.
No, you can't. But Coach T, I need you to land the plane, man.
Man, Bruce.
Coach T, don't do that, man.
Bruce,
don't do that, Coach T.
Man, man. You just got on. You ain't trying to get off no time soon.
Coach T, we got one more topic. It's a wrap, man. I need you to land this plane, brother.
Stop playing games with me, Bruce.
Listen. You gonna land this plane, or we gonna go into a Lakers Celtics breakdown? All right?
No, we ain't doing that, bro. Stop.
No, but we ain't going to a Lakers Celtics breakdown. I didn't watch the game because I was busy.
Coincidence. But anyway, let's go ahead.
I know Arthur Reed almost had a 50 whop on you.
No, but all right, Coach T, go ahead. Wrap it up, B. What you got?
Yeah, I think your 2 favorite players weren't playing today either.
Not important.
Oh, that was not important.
Nope, dub's a dub.
But if it would have butt stomped y'all, you'd have been like, "Oh, we didn't have Jason Tatum didn't play."
When have you heard me say that? I haven't said that all year. I don't say that.
You would have said that if the Lakers would have mud stomped their ass. All right. Stay cooking.
I'm gonna cook him. I got you, Coach T.
Bruce is my dude. Bruce is my guy. Bruce is my guy. But you want to cook him because sometimes he be going too far left.
That's why we pay him the big bucks. Thanks, Coach T.
All right, brother. I appreciate the call, man. Let me go ahead and take this, Coach T. We out. Oh, okay. Oh, he hung up. Hey, caller from Kentucky. I saw you, man. Go ahead and call back. I don't know who that was, but go ahead and call back.
So check this out, Bruce, real quick.
What's up, Edward? How can I help you?
Oh, Eddie?
Yeah.
Eddie.
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
You know he had a call so he could,
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
No. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Are we on y'all on LeBron, right?
What?
What time? Y'all on the LeBron topic?
No, we ain't get there yet.
No, bro. LeBron ain't the GOAT. Right now, Joker is the GOAT.
I'm not doing that. I'm not going to do that. No, not going to do that. Please, don't drink that capitalized Kool-Aid. Don't you do that.
What's the matter with you? He's the GOAT. You know.
Hold on.
He's the good GOAT.
Oh, no, hold on. I'm saving my energy for that topic. I thought y'all was already on it. But
oh, my gosh. How can I help you, sir?
I ain't got nothing to say about this Joker talk.
He ain't going to call back till after the LeBron talk. All right.
Okay, there you go.
I thought I was on. Okay, I thought I was on because, you kept ripping somebody off the phone. But, okay, my fault. I call back.
Thank you.
Steve, but I do know this, Steve. I do appreciate you saying something about Joker Boston. That's all I got to say. So let's go to the next topic.
I'm not the one who called him the GOAT. That was Brucey.
Good GOAT.
Bruce gave him the name the GOAT.
All right, last topic. Caller from Kentucky. I saw a caller from Kentucky. I think that was a new person.
Hopefully Josh can call. Josh had a lot going on in the chat, so
I don't know who that was.
We also like to get people to call in too.
Area code 270. I don't know who that
shout
was.
out to the 270.
Yeah,
Nashville.
Nah, that's Kentucky.
Oh no, you said Kentucky. Okay, so Lexington.
Could be. Louisville. I don't know.
Louisville.
Yeah, could be. All right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and get to the next topic. I'm sorry we missed you. Hopefully, we'll get you back next time. All right, last topic, y'all. LeBron can't win, and you will be surprised. This will be quick, but you'll be surprised hearing this coming from me. No matter what he does, and Edward and I were talking about this earlier, he is in a lose-lose, right? So we saw the other night, against Phoenix, when he's out there acting the clown and whatnot, and he did everything he could do to ensure that he preserved his record-setting 10-point game streak, right? They're getting blown out by 20 plus, and he made sure he stayed in there just long enough to hit 10 points. Then they called a timeout and got him out of there, okay? We know he's been stat padding. Like, this is not new. He's been in stat padding for years. Is he a great player? Yes, two things can be true. He's been stat padding for years, so got it. Now, we also know that he has rabbit ears in terms of what, the media says about him, what social media says about him. I'm sure he hears, I'm not going to say that he hears the Format podcast, but I'm sure he even hears independent content creators, or he has people on his team that listen to this stuff and report back to him. So he got lit up especially in the independent space the other day for doing what he did and making sure he hit that 10-point streak. Now, last night, he made an amazing play, not an amazing play, a really good pass to Rui Hachimura, and Rui Hachimura, I believe, knocked down the game winner. And that pass, that assist, actually kept him from getting his 10 points to continue the streak, and it was over just like that. After was it year 2 was when the streak started? So over 1,200 games, right? And so, of course, afterwards he does his, I made the right basketball play. That's just how I was raised and right? So why do I say, Sneed, that LeBron can't win? Because he got lit up the other night for being selfish and staying in a blowout, which, he's old now, right? He could have gotten injured, what have you, but he stayed in to make sure he got the 10 points. But now I've heard other content creators today saying how he didn't want to shoot the ball. He was afraid of the situation because he was shooting poorly. That's why he passed it to Rui Hachimura. So in fairness to LeBron, no matter what he does, there's going to be people going at him, right? So you got the people saying today, oh, he was afraid to take the shot. But had he taken the shot, people would have said, oh, he just took the shot to try and keep his 10-point streak going. And in fairness, I probably would have been one of them who would have said that. So I just wanted to take time to do this topic and acknowledge the fact that LeBron often is in a lose-lose situation. And I'll just say this, while that's true, again, two things could be true. LeBron brings a whole lot of this on himself, with his behavior and the things that he says. Sneak, go ahead, man.
In 2011, when LeBron lost the NBA Finals, and it's without a doubt, he lost the NBA Finals.
Yeah.
His commentary in the presser after was deflectionary.
Oh, yeah.
Hoping, not wanting to accept responsibility. That's a microcosm of all the things that happened in his career when things didn't go as planned. The search for the excuses. Instead of understanding you can't win in the public eye when you say and do those kinds of things. You have to just face the music. And then people will love you and adore you when you overcome and you have your redemption moment.
Yes.
But you start with those things, and now people have venom for you. So yes, he has created a lot of those situations.
Didn't help with the check my stats t-shirt either, but anyway.
Well, there's so many things like and LeBron won 2 championships in Miami, and then he won a championship in Cleveland, and he won a championship in LA. There's a track record of him going places and winning.
Yes.
Right. So his career is like a lot of careers, a lot of great careers, where there's highs and lows. It's all part of the journey.
Yeah.
His career, it almost feels like there's been these moments where, they've tried to steer it within certain directions artificially. You don't have to do those things to have a great career.
No.
And now we've gotten to the point where like the media and people are making a big thing about it. Like, it's almost like you have to stand on a side. People think you have to pick. You either hate or you love LeBron. Well, I'm indifferent. And I don't care about hate or love LeBron. I don't care about any of it.
Right.
If I look at the play, watch this, Bruce. If I watch the play, the pass was horrible. He threw it to the ground. The greatest part about the play was Rui picking it up off the floor and making the 3. What an adjustment. No time left to have the wherewithal to pick it up basically off the ground, readjust, and take a challenge shot off right over Brandon Ingram. With no time left. LeBron gave him no time because LeBron couldn't get the ball off. LeBron was stuck, and LeBron was shooting poorly that night. All these things are true. Did LeBron make the right play? Yes. He was not open. The shot was going to be challenged. It was going to be hard, and he was 4 of 17. So he did. See, these things are real life, bro. All these things are true. I don't have to hate. I can just tell the truth. Everything I just said right now is fact.
It is.
There was no narrative. It was the right basketball play, and LeBron did the right thing. And the pass was shitty.
But you're a hater, though.
But I'm a hater? Okay. All right. So
hater. Hating on old Bron.
But you're absolutely right. This media frenzy, the same thing that LeBron has enjoyed that has helped him capitalize to become a star is the media.
Right.
So now when the media turns on you, which they have been, there's more negativity about LeBron than there ever has been. But he's also not helping himself when he was yucking it up with the Suns, right?
He asked for so much.
You can't throw a rock and hide your hand. It's not allowed.
Right.
You can't punch somebody in the face, then when you get punched back, cry victim. That's not how this thing works. So I don't need to protect LeBron, and I don't need to scrutinize him any extra than anybody already does.
Right.
But everything that has played out, it has been a series of cause and effect. You see what I'm saying? And I'm a Cleveland guy. LeBron won a championship here in a town where nobody wins championships. He has a special place here in terms of the pantheon of greats that have ever played in Cleveland. There's no hate here.
Right.
The venom and vitriol that people have for him, I mean, if your mouth runs like hot water, bro, you're going to get smoked sometimes.
That's a good one. I like that. All right, well, we're going to keep that short. We're going to take 2 calls on that, and then we will get out of here for the night. It's been good being back, though. All right, let's take 2 calls. 904-219-8264.
Here's LeBron's stat line from yesterday, Bruce.
64. Yeah.
LeBron's stat line last night was 1 second, bro. I just had it. Damn, man, I just had the stat line. Okay, here it is. He was 4 of 17 from the field, 0 of 5 from 3, 6 rebounds, 11 assists, 0 steals, 0 blocks, 0 made free throws, 36 minutes of action. Yes. He tried. He tried to be, impact the game. It just didn't happen.
Yeah, and you're gonna have nights like that, though.
But that's why I think the 11 assists, at least he was able to distribute the ball to guys who could make plays, right?
Yeah, I'm good with that. That was like, the Game 7 they always talk about. Kobe 6 of 24 from the floor, but 15 rebounds. Says, I will impact this game and find a way to win. I'll always respect that. Sean from Cali, what's up, man?
Yeah, man, what's up, man? I had to cook on this. Hey, man.
Here we go.
All right, man.
Be fair, be objective, man.
Hey, Steve, you said that you said that people who hold vitriol, if there's, when you actually talk, when smoke, there's fire. I'm the gas burner. I'm about to turn it all up. This dude was forced to be selfless because he was bricking shots, bro. Like, ever since the whole playoff season, man, like, the dude was pretty. Everyone trying. This is the thing when it comes to this whole narrative thing.
So was it the right play?
One end, when he wins, oh, man, LeBron, he is just putting things for the new generation. But when they lose, man, these players suck. We need to get traded, that. Every single year. And even at 41 years old, they still doing that for him. Bro, instead of just saying, like, hey, man, this is a Lakers win where we are celebrating, let's lavish this win. What the media is going to do, all they're going to talk about is that freaking 10-point record. I saw it on CNN, man. I'm like, CNN, of all places, you are talking about that 10-point record? I was going to other towns too, and they still talk about that record. This overrated record about 10 plus points. Just because I saw the whole game about the whole entire game where the Lakers actually was kind of struggling here and there against the Raptors. Man, if LeBron's was in the bench, man, we would have actually have a better performance. But hey, here we are. The dude gave us a winning assist, and we were able to win the game. But they didn't even talk about anyone else except for that stupid streak. It is annoying.
That's how it goes, man. That's how it goes. It's always going to be that way when you have certain people. They're going to get more attention, and that's just the way the media works.
Man, it's not even just the fact about attention. You're not. This is the thing when it comes to the media, why people are losing respect for the last 10 years. You guys gas up only one player or maybe a few players off of narratives. And then when the narratives don't stick, you guys are going to switcheroo and trying to act like you're objective when you're not. You guys are not, like, these people are not objective. They just follow narratives. Man, like, these are the same people who have studied sports for over 20 plus years, and they have to do this weak crap. I'm just seeing it. They're like pigs, splattering crap.
Okay.
I get the impression that Sean's kind of fed up with the narratives.
Yes.
Right. I'm a Lakers fan. And shit, man, I was begging for teams to know it again. But hey, LeBron's is here for the final year. You know what I mean? I have to see his co-like fan base for one last time. Man, it is disgusting. It is absolutely disgusting. But hey, you know what I mean? I'm happy for that record to be over so they can stop talking about it. But hey, his clan is going to continue to support no matter what. It's going to be team. You know what I mean? They're going to be coming in on numbers, all sides and numbers, talking to me like, man, this dude's a hater. Man, you don't appreciate greatness. I'm like, bro, you guys glaze a man who lose more he wins, and you try to find narratives from longevity stats.
You know what I tell him, Sean? I like LeBron as a player. He's one of the greatest players I've ever seen, I've ever watched, all those things that Dwayne Wade said. I just don't love him like you do, right? That's what I say to these people. I just don't have the same strange affinity that you do.
Man, forget about all that. It doesn't matter if you said one of the greatest. It does not matter if you're one of the best athletics. Some guys want to glaze. They want to glaze them like Krispy Kremes on a Sunday.
Bro, I'm married and I have children. You know what I'm saying? I can't be glazing like that, bro. I you know.
I think you already got someone to glaze with, but I'm talking about the glaze. The out him. I'm talking about, like when you go to when I go to church after Sunday, I always want to get Krispy Kreme donuts. These guys glaze them every day as if it's a Sunday, and they want to get Krispy Kreme donuts from morning all the way to night. That's the mentality that is sickening me every single time. And after I'm about to be ending the call, but I'm just saying they're gonna be responding like, "Man, this dude's a hater. He don't know about basketball." Glazing him.
Wait, Sean, you don't think you're a hater a little bit?
I mean, I was a critic. I was a fan turned critic turned hater.
Okay, all right. So we're on the same page, bro. That's about
Basically, bro. I was a Bron fan when I was a kid, a critic when I was a teenager, as an adult, as a hater. I turned hater once this bum actually comes to my Lakers, bro.
It was phases, Bruce. It was phases.
That's wild.
He destroyed my Lakers. And it's disgusting. It was disgusting, man. It's almost like if I have a person that I thought like, man, this guy is gonna be great, but he does not do it the way. Like people hype him up as if whatever. You know what I mean? I end my call. You know what I mean?
All right, Sean. I appreciate it, man.
Thanks, Sean.
Appreciate it too, man.
All right, brother.
Hey, Brock Fiction, respond. Just respond. Talk about, man, this dude was a hater. Blah blah blah. And all the old heads that trying to be cool with the Bron sexuals, do that too, man.
All right, man. I gotta take this call, Sean. I gotta take this, man. Thanks for the call, bro.
All right.
Sean's consistent, bro. No denying it, dog.
He is. What up, bros?
What's going on, man? First of all, Sneeze, stop the crap, Sneeze. It was a shitty pass, huh, Sneeze? Yeah, he played bad the whole game, but he made the winning play, right?
That's what I said. That's what I said.
LeBron can't win for losing. Actually,
that was the whole point of this topic.
Cool. Huh?
The whole point of this topic is just that.
Mm-hmm.
And I admitted it. That's the entire point of this topic.
Yes. He cannot win for goddamn losing. Actually, since LeBron been back, he's been pretty chill, man. Let's be real. Let's call it what it is.
I've admitted that.
Well, he hasn't been good.
No, Sneed would have stopped that because you're your Cleveland. I get it. You still bitter a little bit. I know it hurts.
I got a championship, bro. What you bitter for? What?
Yeah, you bitter, bro. It's because you sounding real bitter. Talking about the shitty pass, but he made the goddamn play. It's just like a great quarterback.
Why are you repeating the thing that I said and then you're trying to act like I didn't say it?
You did. I'm just saying. I'm just responding to you know what I mean. What I heard. Understand what I'm saying? At the same time, you discredited it.
I said it was the right basketball play.
But you still, at the same time, you flip-flopping on it, though.
No. There's no flip-flop. It was the right basketball play. It was in the ground. He made a great adjustment to catch it, and he hit a clutch three-pointer to win the game. It was exactly what Bron needed to do, was to pass the ball. He wasn't open. He got the ball to Rui. Rui made a great adjustment and hit the shot.
Sneed, you should know by now that if you're not worshiping, that's all that matters. That's all they hear. You know that. Come on, man.
I'm worshiping now, my brother.
Listen, look, you can't stand to hear any criticism of your king. Think about it. Sneed,
the Alpha and the Omega.
There you go. Sneed made a very fair point, right? Two things can be true. LeBron made the right basketball play, but it was a bad pass. Rui saved it, made a good shot. Why is that problematic? Because y'all cannot stand to hear any criticism of your king.
You know what, Big Bruce? Hey, Big Bruce, you right, Big Bruce. You right, bro. You right. You absolutely right. I have no rebuttal, brother. You close the case, brother. You close the case. You got this guy Sean who just got off the phone. I don't know what he's talking about.
Hey, Sean admitted what he is. He admitted the progression.
Did you hear the progression?
This guy Sean, which I highly respect. So as a kid, he loved him, and as a teenager, what do you say?
He criticized
him.
Critic of him. And as an adult, he hates him. What the hell type of shit is this?
No, but real talk. LeBron has turned off
passion is going on right now.
I know, right? No, but LeBron has turned off a lot of people through the years with the way he moves. I think we can agree.
I mean, goddamn, the brother sound heartbroken by him or something.
Yeah, well,
I mean, goddamn, Sean. But I get it, brother. Your point was made. Okay, you made the right play, Bruce. You shut me down. I ain't got nothing to say, brother. You got me, but I have no rebuttal to what you said. Hey, man, your boys have a great night, man.
Hey, appreciate it, Bruce. Thanks for the call, brother. All right, y'all. We are going to leave it right there. I appreciate everybody who was here, getting us back in the groove with this. Here we go. Oh, my God.
Yo, I think.
Okay, fellas. Let me say this. Can y'all hear me very crystal clear?
I can hear you, but we're not tolerating no glazing, man. So be a man and you say what you gotta say.
Bruce, no glazing. No glazing.
All right.
Be more, Bruce. I will 100% agree with you, man. Hey, look, Sean, a.k.a. Cheeseburger. Bro, like my brother said a couple shows ago, you got to take 80 pennies off, bro. You been having them junks on for too long, bro. Have you washed them yet? Look, I hope, man, look, man. This man is, like you said, he's going to be last year, man. Hopefully you throw them junks in the garbage can. Look, there's no glazing. I'm pretty sure, man, when
Hold on, man. What you talking in the bathroom or something? What's up with the echo?
I'm in the bathroom. I'm at work, bro. I'm at work. I mean, I want to thank you to be really crystal clear.
A lot of echo, man. But go ahead. We'll try to work with you there.
Okay, man. Okay, what about right now? Does it still sound like echo?
It's a little better. Go ahead.
Okay, look. Like Bruce, you was right, bro. Like I said earlier, man, he's in a losing situation.
Agreed.
If he had made that shot, they would have said, "Oh, he cared about his 10 points." If he had missed the shot, they would have said, "See, this is why he's not clutch."
Okay, so Eddie, what would you have said if he took the shot and missed? What would you have said?
What I would have said was that, okay, wow, they say he doesn't have that clutch gene.
And what have they been saying his whole career?
You said what?
And what have they been saying his whole career?
That he's not clutch.
And is that true?
I disagree with it.
I disagree with it too.
Look, I guess because it's not pretty, it's so ugly because the way he moves and everything like that. Bruce, you stop the huffing and puffing, okay? Chill. Now, again, you read off his stats. Did he when he had a terrible shooting? However,
it was cold.
Did he have any turnovers?
No, he played a clean game, no turnovers, 11 assists, no turnovers.
That's what I'm saying, and that's the thing right there, man. Nobody is talking about that. He was the only person yesterday. I looked at everybody that played yesterday. He was the only player that not.
That's why we're saying he made the right play. It was the flow of the game. Everything kind of made sense. Like him giving up the ball. Like if he was open, he would have shot it. He wasn't, and he was cold. So it made sense for him to just find the more open play.
Yeah, and then, like I said, man, look, I'm just, like I said, Bruce, again, bro, I'm just ready for this man to go. Hey, go ahead and leave, man. You did enough for the game. Like I said, man, he's in a lose situation. This man can't win for lose, but like you said, Bruce, he brought it on himself. Of course, you would say that. But anyway, that man, I'm just sick of it, man. It's just like, Jesus Christ, man. What was this man would have done? Okay, let me ask you this, Bruce. What would you have wanted LeBron to do in that situation?
Edward, I'm telling you, he made the right play. I'm agreeing with you. And I'm not trying to be funny. I really believe he made the right play. The whole point of this topic was the discussion you and I had earlier. And you're right. That's why I brought this topic to the show. It's like you're here looking to argue with somebody about LeBron. Damn. This is what we talk about when we talk about glazing. You can't even accept the fact that we're saying that he's in the position that you agree with. You can't even accept that because you want to argue for him. Be easy, bro.
Hold on, bro. Chill, bro. I don't have no ad-lib for no glazing. None of that, all right? No glaze over here. It's just the man. Damn, man. This man get a break. That's all I'm saying. I don't have no knee pads. I never had the knee pads.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, you got the joints with the Nuggets logo on them, and you know, one got the Nuggets logo, the other got number 15. But anyway, go ahead, though.
No. But like I said, man, hey, look, this man made the. I just think that he you said I was wrong for saying that he did like play like Magic Johnson, right? That was a Magic Johnson moment. Bruce, I asked you a question, sir.
I'm sorry, I don't have an answer for you. Carry on.
You know what about
Magic, bro?
No, I'm saying the way that he, saying Magic was a passer and everything like that. I mean, what this man is then like, he always made the right decision, dog. I mean, he took the shot. Sean, I mean, look, it is what it is, man. It's just tired. It's tired. That's all it is. But anyway, man, go ahead and say something negative about me. Go ahead.
I'm saying you so desperately got to defend this dude. Nobody's even attacking him, and you are here just to defend him. Like, you don't see anything weird about that?
Hey, real quick, Eddie, while we got you on the phone, Eddie, if LeBron continues to play in a way that facilitates winning, like stuff like this, like let's say we get game enders, hold
on. Now, you and I have been on the phone with this guy that's sitting next to you. Did he came out of everywhere, the bushes, the trees, from the schools, when I was talking about team largely, right? Did he not just pour honey all over his belly and tummy defending him?
What? Not today.
Oh, not today, though. Oh, okay. But the day when we was on the phone, he did do that. But okay.
Damn lie. Damn lie. Edward, man. Finish your call, man. Land your plane, man.
I already landed, sir. It's landed at M-Town. It's landed where John Dolph was at. God rest his soul. Go ahead, Steve.
I was going to say, if LeBron continues to play in a way that facilitates winning, and the Lakers, when he's on the floor, the offense is flowing, defensively, he's putting in a decent effort, a little bit of rebounding, like the things that can help them win, the things that they require of him, right? In those small spurts and little bursts. Do you think that his exit, like his final season, will look back on and say, LeBron actually left on a good note? Like it wasn't anything bad, because like so far he's had some moments that are questionable. Him yucking it up with the Suns bench looks bad, right? Him trying to milk the 10-point game situation, that looks bad. Him taking off the first some odd games with his left cheek pain, like that looks bad, and they can't really verify the injuries, that his foot injury before. Like if he just does things the right way to end this season, I think a lot of people will say, he left on a good note, but some of the antics aren't great.
Okay. Hold on. I mean, they said antics. I mean, I heard that too from another jerk, another jackass. Somebody said about his antics. Don't every great person, Floyd Mayweather, he has antics, does he not?
Yeah, but we always call it out, though.
I never heard nobody call it out, but
I call it out all the time, bro.
Oh my God.
I do.
Nobody calls it out more than I do.
Bro, Mayweather is a low-quality human.
Yes, he is.
Wow.
Yes, he is.
Wow. That's crazy. Anyway, man, man. Y'all got a show Sunday, sir?
Yeah, we'll be back when we back, man. Damn, you wait for you turn on your notifications and wait for that. We'll be back when we back.
Oh, Bruce, calm down, brother.
Yeah.
I just asked.
Okay, man. Y'all have a good night.
Yeah, you too, man.
You, Bruce, you be you.
You be you.
And son, AKA first. And I hope you have a good night with those panties, bro. Water.
What that dude talking about, man? All right, Troy, we gonna leave it right there, man. Appreciate it. If y'all watching, if you're new to the show, man, make sure you like and subscribe and hype a video. Make sure you share it with other people in your world or your orbit who are sports fans. We appreciate it, man. It was good to be back. Had a great All NBA show tonight.
Football tomorrow, bro.
Right. For sure. But we are gonna get up out of here. No more calls tonight. Y'all have a great one. And we out.
We out.
Peace.